Welcome back to the Lifespring Age, episode 34, High Noon at Willowbrook Farm. The Starlight Syndicate spend the morning helping around Willowbrook Farm before things take an unusual turn at around lunchtime. Follow us on the socials. Right, so that was a really good segue because last week we had not everyone was here last week, and that's all very fine. We had a very leisurely session as the majority of the party, Lou, Laffy, Wolf, and Kudo and Rusty, headed into the town of Wheatscale because Azalea and Aeon weren't able to be there. They decided independently, elected to stay for a little longer in the town of Greencrest. Azalea to kind of pick up some herbs and flowers and stuff from that lady's herb garden, and Aeon felt a little bit awkward about rocking up to Wolf's parents' house, having never met them, and just saying, "Oh, hi guys, barely know these people, but come and stay with your parents." Guns.
I thought he was gunning for a threesome.
Well,
can we stop?
Would that be a foursome?
I've had a bad enough week as it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I've been threatened with kneecapping if I tried that.
Hang on. Wolf's parents have already got a dog. I don't think they want another one.
Yes, they do have a dog, Jasper. Yeah, but so last week we covered off the four members of the party that were here. That we met Wolf's parents, who we will come around to in a moment, and then we also met Wolf's sister. We kind of described the village a little bit, and then they had I couldn't think of a better word for them, like al fresco dining experience, as they all sat around the table, drinking quite watered down wine in the day of midsummer, the equinox. As you kind of wild away until kind of not super late, 'cause it's a farm, and they would presumably be up early, and then we just kind of ended it there. I don't really give a shit where people sleep; it's not particularly important. But what is important is level 7 for the people who weren't here for the session last week. So Azalea and Aeon, if you would like, you can. If you do roll HP, would you like to roll your HP?
I did roll my HP,
okay,
but I went. I think I rolled something like a 4. I think it was a 4 on my.
Oh, Azalea!
I'm gonna cry.
No, you can re-roll ones. It's been established that it's only me when I play that I don't re-roll ones. 3 is
mildly better.
It's marginally better, and it's just below average. A 3 is a 3 is a 3. But what's more important than HP is the wonderful abilities that obviously you get on the level up. It's one of the main reasons people play D&D is the cool stuff you get as you progress onwards. For spellcasters, it's a little bit more cut and dry. But what does Azalea get that differentiates her from level 6 to level 7?
So she doesn't get that much different at this level. She gains a 4th level spell slot and a spell, of course. And I think we're gonna go for giant insects.
Okay, classic.
Just we have something out on the field because we currently don't. Well, apart from the zombie, but we've already had a problem with that. So
yeah. I will say though, I don't think that action economy is a problem for this party, and if it is, there's too much of it. But that's just my hot take as a DM. So 4th level, and reminders for those who can't remember signing off on the witches' class abilities. Are witches prepared or learn or like bards? They kind of get a fixed list of spells.
It's a fixed list of spells. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Wonderful. So, going to Aeon. Aeon, what is it you do? What changes for artificers at 7th level?
I get Flash of Genius. I can come up with a solution to a bad time, and so I can give someone as a reaction my intelligence modifier, which is a +4. So it's basically like a bless or a guidance as a reaction with a match roll.
And get a. So how does that look in flavour? Because I know we were talking about it in the week, but how would that work in flavour?
How I would say is like in the heat of a moment, say a fireball went off, and he would notice someone step wrong as the flames came past. He would actually direct them and say, "No, other way," and just whoop, adds that sort of like bonus. I also used my level up to change an infusion from replicate magic item bag of holding to replicate magic item spell wrought tattoo first level.
Okay, interesting. And what's the tattoo going to be?
I don't know yet. I haven't actually made one yet because I already have
James,
3.
Yeah, since it's the infusion, you just pick the spell as you would like the tattoo, but you can make whichever one you want. It's cool.
Oh
Just
yeah,
keep making
okay.
them.
Yeah, just keep making
Tattoos
that.
are
That's
funny.
pretty cool. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, interesting. So we will cut to those guys. So it's the next day. You've had your I'm not so we said that you'd not joined the party because of various we said Azalea was gonna hang back and pick some more flowers, probably realized it was a little bit late in the day, maybe stayed in Greencrest. You were given free reign to stay there kind of as long as you wanted. The next morning, dawn's bright and early, and you've been given like pretty accurate descriptions of where to go. It's very, very easy to find this particular village. It's just down this main road that you've been following for the last couple of days. It starts off very, very wide as you get to Haven Orell and slowly shrinks down as the road becomes less and less trodden. But it's still a fairly busy road as it connects the city of Cadenshire, which is like one of the large, cool party settlements, and Haven Orell, and it's a few days between each one, with a couple of little settlements along. This being like a major farming settlement. You can, as we said last time, you can see, hear, and smell the evidence of various types of farmland, animals, cattle, harvesty, grains, vegetables. There's also a heavy fruit tree kind of population, lots of fruit trees you can see. You can hear the sound of babbling brooks, running rivers, birds in the sky, bees in the air, cows mooing as you presumably drift through, or you walk through early in the morning. You cross over this bridge that you've been told about. It looks to be in relatively good repair as you walk past the mill and what looks to be the community centre here, with a large inn and a chapel. And as you walk around, you see the signs for Willowbrook Ranch, which is where you would know Wolf is the destination. And I will say that we, for the sake of ease, that can all happen like relatively early in the morning. You're only an hour or so away from, maybe 2 hours away, a gentle walk between settlements. But on the farm itself, farms are pretty busy in the morning. There's a lot of things going on. There's chickens here, there's pigs, there's one llama, there's sheep, there's a couple of cows and horses. What are people doing? Are people sleeping in late? Are people getting up to help? Are people, getting up early just to see what life on a farm is like? What are people doing?
So Wolf Lorelei definitely would have slept in her old room.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure who with. It was undecided by the end of the session. It doesn't matter too much, because I think the main thing is she would be up early.
Okay.
I don't know if she had any weird dreams.
I think...
Or anything specifically weird.
Nothing specifically weird. Obviously, she often has dreams of fire, and there's like an element of the images of places that aren't usually associated. Like every so often, it's like someone's cutting in a different scene. So like you're dreaming of, say, a battle, and it's an unpleasant battle, and you've been in the dream 100 times before, and every so often there's like a new frame that cuts in of a completely different place. Mm-hmm. And you would know, kind of almost instinctually when you woke up, that what you were seeing there is the brand of castigation.
Yeah, brand of castigation.
Castigation, thank you. And it's basically you knowing where the Lord John Kilpatrick is, and that's basically your mind. Like it's like the web page is refreshing, and his location is updating. And it's kind of generic placing. You can tell from the he's moving about from place to place. Like it's kind of like he's updated his travel through the day. He's been on these kind of long, arid, like almost desert-like areas, and then every so often he's like you see mountains in the distance and maybe a stream. It looks like he's progressing north.
Okay. So yeah, I think the only thing that I would say is, nothing too specific. I'm just trying to figure out a way to do this because I have very little power data. If I do this, so as she is sort of getting up, she wakes up relatively early, sort of happy to be back home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who would see her first, but I think she'd be looking through the old drawers in her room, and would find sort of like a blue plaid shirt, and like some like a summer outfit she maybe used to wear if she went out. Would put that on, sort of tie it, and I'll send the image that I did a while ago. I have no idea how long it's going to take to send though. I'm sorry.
I think I have it if you want me to send it.
Oh, instantly.
I also have the one with the
hat. It
hat.
actually worked instantly.
You have the
No,
one with
James.
the hat.
I superimposed the hat on it. I was like, this picture's great, but it's missing a hat. But yeah, so you wait.
I think she'd wear that. Head downstairs and help out. Well, eat some breakfast and help out where she can. In the
early for Wolf. I don't know if this is like normal for farm. So early for Wolf, I kind of picture if you want to get up when people are getting up to have breakfast, that starts at like I don't want to say dawn because in midsummer that's like 4 a.m, but like 4 or 5 in the morning is when like activity starts. Specifically, your dad. That you would, especially like people like Laffy who don't need to sleep. The whole night.
I think Laffy would get up quite early and maybe offer Wolf's mum to help cook breakfast.
Wolf's mum's still asleep. She needs a full 8 hours. Wolf's dad is like getting up and like collecting eggs, doing. This will show my ignorance when I say farm shit.
No, but like this is what I'm concerned about, right? Because you know, if somebody comes into your house and like, I know. When you make someone breakfast, it's like a nice gesture. But if Wolf's mum is used to making breakfast every morning, and then Laffy just rocks up and's like, "Made breakfast for everyone," I don't want that to be like a.
And she's like, "Thank you. You used every pan."
Yeah, you completely overstepped the boundaries. Okay, cool.
Thank you. You used our only croissants. Our special croissants.
I think
you remember
specifically. Yeah, you used the fine china. What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, I think specifically she would want to make some like bread crusts with like milk and honey. So that she could take it to that piglet.
To the pigs. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Well remembered.
I didn't.
So I say the dad is up. You would hear him. Fuck it, chopping. No, I can't say chopping morning wood. No, bad James.
Oh, James.
Yeah. He's out. He's collecting the. He's doing stuff. He's repairing the fence. I assume being on a wide open farm that you have the privilege to use your lawnmower at 5 a.m. if you're on a farm, that kind of thing.
Lawnmowers exist.
Well, you know what I mean. If it's something that's going to be loud, but you're on a farm with like the people on that farm being your relatives, kind of sucks to be them, but your neighbours can't hear you anyway.
Yeah,
kind of thing. And like that's kind of the vibe that I want to put out in the world. So he's like back there hammering into a fence, painting something. He sees you getting up and he kind of waves over. He's like, "Oh," I can't remember his voice. I'm pretty sure it's just normal. He's like, "Oh, Laffy, what good morning. You sometimes forget that the others. I'm not the only early riser. Have you had breakfast?"
Was she just getting up and getting out of the barn at this point?
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, like bleary eyed.
She's like rubbing her eyes, like, "No, not yet. I was gonna offer to make something, but I didn't want to like overstep."
Oh, I'm sure help would be much appreciated. I'm sure Laura's has got you making the pastries all the time. But shit, what was her name? Oh, fucking need to have my mum now. My wife likes Maria. Thank you,
My wife.
Maria, like my wife. my wife, she likes fruit in the morning. We have some watermelons. There's some feta cheese that we mix in a nice hearty fare. There's some fresh collected eggs here. Ingrid's a bit of a late riser. Lorelei usually too. I don't know. Late risers for me is anything after now. Let me show you around the kitchen. And he shows you like the usable pans. He kind of he stokes up whatever the fantasy equivalent of the Arga is. Gets that going, and says, right, there's coffee in the pot, fucking go nuts kind of thing, and goes off to saw something.
Amazing.
I think the reasonable thing he would do is like milk the cows or something. Because
Thank you. Yes, I'm going off to milk the llama.
It was an alpaca.
Alpaca, I'm going off to milk the alpaca.
And I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, alpaca's a mammal, isn't it?
Don't know how I feel about the sentence though.
I think people actually do have alpaca milk. I think it's a delicacy in some places.
Can you milk?
Get in! Let's fucking go. Laffy makes a great
I think
breakfast.
that's gonna fuck up your search history and your algorithm.
Reaching up to the base of the... Oh, it's telling me how to do it. I was like,
Oh.
so yes, you guys like reaching up to the base of the teat, perhaps like half an inch from the sides. Well,
Oh boy.
Too much information.
Yeah. So I have milked a cow, but I have not milked anything else. You can also milk pigs. I don't know why you'd want to. Apparently you can milk rats. I don't know if I believe that. But any mammal, produces milk. But let's say that the alpaca, he comes back with a sloshing pan of it.
And why do you like this?
I don't know. I'm so broken. He comes back
How
with
you play
the
D&D?
fresh, warm alpaca milk, dumps it on the table. It's like, do something with that. I don't want to know. For the coffee.
Buttermilk pancakes with
buttermilk pancakes. Yeah. I don't know if I said whether or not there were cows. Yes, there are cows, but there are only a few. There are only like 4 or 5 cows. There's not like a herd of them. There's only a small collection of cows. This is like not the biggest farm in the area, but like he goes off to do that, and then he would presumably come back and he says, right, if you need me, I'll be in the I don't know what the word is, churning shed, and he's going to go and make butter and cheeses and stuff with the fats from the milk. And leave. So what you rolled a 23 for cooked utensils. So go on. So you know what people like. You've been told kind of what the mother usually has. What are you making for people?
Ooh. Can you go to somebody else for a minute and come back to me, and I will have a list.
Okay, cool. Who's waking up next?
Here.
I will say the people sleeping in the barn, which is I'm not going to touch on Rusty, but Lou and Kudo, you guys would be I won't say rudely awoken, but you will be awoken to the noise of animals and farm stuff happening.
Oh god damn it! It's the. Why is there a goat screaming? Never mind. Let's just. Let's just wake up. And there's
Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Can I, while being half asleep, like send out my echo to go to the loudest goat and just press its lip together and make shush? I want to sleep.
Yeah. You send your. So you what I'm hearing is
Roll
you guys
animal
want to sleep in. Yeah, roll animal handling. Yeah.
It's gonna bite your hand off.
Well, it's the echo.
It's gonna bite the echo's hand off. It's gonna make it vanish.
That's a 14.
I will say that's not it's not a high roll. The goat is just happy to be alive on this beautiful golden sky, clear blue skies. The smell of the salt from the river is kind of wafting up. It's a beautiful day. The things are just starting to wake up. It's going to be a hot one, guys. It's going to be a warm all day as the farm starts to kick into life. But the goat does shut the fuck up for a bit, which is great. And you effectively hit the goat snooze button for 20 minutes, whatever. But yeah, so this I'm going to say it's still quite early. But let's jump over to Aeon and Azalea. What time would you be trying to make it to the farm so I can try to bring y'all together?
with feeling a bit awkward about me, well, because he's only just met the party, he probably would actually just stay in the nearby inn.
In the one here. So that did have a name. What was that?
Scale.
It's just called the Wheat Scale Inn.
Scale.
Yeah. I was right.
So probably like wake up. Is it just an inn there, or is it like surrounded by a small town?
Great. Or? No. So I mean, it basically
just like
the civic
travel
area is like a communal. You're in there overnight, right?
Yeah.
You basically can pick up on this is not a holiday destination. People who are staying in this inn kind of like have to stay there because either they've been kicked out by their wives for being a dickhead, or they kind of got caught short between the other, like the kind of more established places. It's nice, it's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. This is just basically like, oh shit, okay, well we better make sure that like there's bedding in that room. Give us 20 minutes and we'll get it set up for you, kind of thing. Rather than they always have rooms ready. The food is like phenomenal. Like the food is amazing, loads of it. Amazing choice, just shit tons of choice. All because it's a farming village. There's always different types of meat, always different types of fresh vegetables. Really great. It's really cheap. Like we're talking like $5 silver, like probably $5 silver for like bed, dinner, breakfast, and board. So like you can stay overnight and get loads of food. You're fine.
Nice.
But like it's a lively inn in the morning. Like farmers come in to some of the farmers come there to have their breakfast, and some of the hands stay there, some of the more well-paid hands. There's also like a chapel on the kind of the other side of this brook that is like you can reach from the inn by like stepping stones. It's pretty cute. And then there's a mill, and the mill is used by all the local farmers to grind into flour, to grind the various things into flour. Again, completely shows my ignorance of how flour is made. So they all use this communal mill. It's powered by the stream, and there's like a pond. There's the only area that looks like it's boxed off. The mill pond is quite dangerous. The conversation in the inn at night is it's not like a buzzing place. There's a few people in there. I don't know if you're going to be talking to anyone, but you're like overhearing conversations about, oh, it looks like it's going to be a good harvest. Isn't it awful what's happening on the roads? Oh, I heard some adventurers were seen earlier, that kind of thing. I wonder when Arabella's summer's coming back, that kind of thing. That all those kinds of conversations, just very mundane conversations.
Well, in the morning after breakfast, I'll probably make my way over and just be a bit like coy, a bit shy about it. Just be like, hello, I hope you don't mind me dropping in.
I think at that point everyone would be up, so it would probably be more like you saw one of the party first.
Yeah,
because there's more.
Probably who's ever in. Yeah, probably someone who was sleeping in the barn first, because I assume everyone else might have been inside the house, so it'd probably be easier to see someone walking out of the barn than into the house.
Rusty's up and down. He's really excited, trying to see all the different animals and like maybe play with them. He doesn't really understand why they're they're not out and being played with. What about Azalea? Is it the same kind of thing for Azalea? Long pause.
So much detail. You really put me into the scene with that.
I think she might be on mute. We'll come back.
I have my breakfast things ready.
Yeah, sure.
So, I think. Oh no. She said, "Oh no."
Ambers might be talking again.
Okay, well we'll come. Oh.
Hello.
There you are.
Hello.
Yeah, back.
I was like, I started speaking, and someone spoke over me. I'm like, oh wow, okay, I feel sad.
Rude.
Okay. No, sorry. Do you want to do the breakfast first?
No, it's okay. I'll let you get there.
We'll
All right.
let you arrive.
No, I think Azalea probably does a similar thing in that she will, if the tavern's the only place, she's staying at the tavern for the night, and then it's established she's an early riser, got some yoga in, and then we are out on the road. Maybe even along with Aeon.
Yeah.
If he's also leaving early, we would probably see each other.
Yeah. If you stayed at the same tavern, it would make perfect sense. The fare's really good. If you are staying at the same tavern, you do raise a few eyebrows. Like when you walk in, someone like you know, it's probably like late-ish in the afternoon. You walk in, like one of the bar staff, the young guy behind the bar, kind of looks up. His eyes kind of light up, big smile, goes to wave, and then he's like, there's a moment of confusion. Kind of looks at you a bit closer. Go, okay, not the person I thought it was. Kind of, and you know, it happens like 1 or 2 times. It was like people like walk past, like double take, and then realize you're not the person that they thought you were at the start. But no one's bothering you. No one's
to me or to Aeon?
To you.
Oh, I would want to do some snooping about that.
You're welcome to do some snooping.
Yeah, you've got like a whole night. I know you weren't here last week, but you've got a whole night to, you know, like let's say from like 7 at night. And I say this bar isn't heaving. There's like a handful of people in there, and it's not like every single person. It's mainly this young guy behind the bar, like clearly thought like this radiant goddess was walking in that he recognized, and it turned out to be a radiant goddess he didn't, kind of thing.
Oh well, hello there. I think I you know, go over for my evening meal and order that. And sorry, I was wondering if I've got a really long lost cousin that I'm on the lookout for, and I was wondering if you might know where I might find her.
Well, it's this young lad. It's like, let's say young. He's young for me, so like mid-20s, let's say. He goes, "Oh, geez, do you have a name for your cousin?"
Yeah, it's Rachel, and
Rachel.
she's got the red hair of the family.
Oh, right. Well, I don't know Rachel. I don't know Rachel. But there was Arabella's group came through. Arabella Summer, and her performers came through a couple of weeks ago, and she looked the spit of you. That's, in fact, it's funny you mention it, because I thought when you came in it was her again, but her hair she wears it up, and she had it all shaved at the sides, and she had like, you know, the face paints and stuff. But yeah, I thought I'd soon see her again. She said she won't be back through these parts for a little while. I got all excited because, well, you know, Alabama Summer and the singers and dancers.
Right. What do you know where she might have gone?
Oh, she carried on into Cadenshire.
Is that in the direction that we're headed, or no?
It's
like
so,
out of character.
So it's a little bit further on the same path. You could probably get to the city like same day. Like if you got really early in the morning, you get there by mid-afternoon. It is a place I assume people may want. You're not like rushing on from this spot. My assumption is, as a group, you'll probably want to stay for a few days to like do. So you could easily visit there. It's, as I mentioned last week, it's this really unusual. City's a very strong word for it. It's like a, and so's Bastion. I don't know what the actual word it's going to be. It's like a collection of like artistic like venues, so museums, song houses, theatres, the Bardic College is there, and it's all in this kind of big area that's surrounded by these huge like crystals, like stakes jucking out of the ground, where there's probably some kind of ancient dragon who like protected the area with these huge jutting out crystals. It's kind of like, in my head, I'm picturing it like Oz from The Wizard of Oz. It's just this awesome city that's partially made out of crystal. They can't really mine the crystal, so half it's crystal, half it's like wood. But it's almost like Vegas. It's like Party City. There's a thing there that goes on every year called the Adventure Con. It used to be called Feet Fest, but everyone's roundly spat that down. Yeah, rebranded very wisely. And that's due to be kind of any time now. And it's where like it lasts for about a week. Adventurers from all over the country and from other countries come to visit. You know, there's like feats of strength. There's people selling shit. It's like a convention for adventurers. Imagine like a gun show kind of thing. I've never been to one last week. Okay. Yeah, but like it's not like, so you go there. You know,
convention.
Convention, but it's outdoors. Before this game started, there was a one-shot where some guy was selling potions that he hadn't really tested very well, that was sending people into like monstrous rages and like smashing the place up. That will not happen for you guys. That will have happened the day before if you do decide to go. That the time will flux, and you guys will be there the day after that happens. And it's,
interesting.
Yeah. Or I say day after.
There was a certain character who was there.
There was a certain character, and there was a certain item that was going to be there the next day as well. I don't know if you remember. But yeah, so
you're asking like last Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I gave you my heart, but the very next day,
It's copyright. It's copyright. It's copyright. It's copyright.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I was
Shut
singing
up.
it so out of tune that surely that counts as a cover. But yeah, so the Adventure Con. Thank you very much. The Adventure Con is a huge, big event. Often draws people in from far and wide. And it's kind of a cool place for people to adventuring parties to sometimes meet up and like join up. Other times it's get missions. Other times it's just prove themselves. Sometimes like special event, like it might not be completely out of the blue for the Silverhook to turn up as like speakers because they are like a fairly well established group. You guys are quite well known in Haven Orel specifically, and Greencrest as well. It wouldn't be unheard of for you guys to have been like heard of by a couple of the other adventuring groups if you were to go there. But yeah, it's just like a cool thing you could potentially do. And this guy goes on to explain a little bit like this Arabella Summers and her like posse. There's like a group of like 4 girls that travel around and they do shows, and they'd like try to convince other people to join them. Like, oh, come join our girl band.
Circus.
Circus is a very strong word. Like,
well, similar to that.
Performing troupe.
A performing troupe, like a bardic troupe that travels around. They go to they try to like pick the best. Like, imagine like a traveling Britain's Got Talent, but they want like the best singing, most beautiful people to join them, and then they join, and then they potentially like splinter off elsewhere.
Arabella is Simon Cowell in a mask.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched that in a long time. I'm assuming they have female judges on it. So yeah, Arabella. But he goes on to describe that she looks like not exactly the same. Like there's certain features, like the features are all kind of there. She's I picture I picture Azalea as not like gaunt, but equally not like I picture as
she's skinny. Yeah,
skinny. Yeah, I picture her as quite skinny. He goes and says she's approaching gaunt, like skinnier. He says it in a more tactful way than I just did. I don't know how he did it. And she always has just like this wild hair, like it just absolutely like she like when she's performing, she styles it like it's fire. Like it's sticking straight up, like awesome, and she shaves it on the sides. She's really gregarious. Like she often comes in just wearing like the most eye-catching. She basically dresses like a Christmas tree. She dresses like it is a fashion show every day.
I love it.
He goes like the reason he looked so happy is that he was just completely enamored with her. Like he just couldn't take his eyes off her. She's everyone was on like hanging off her words. Everything couldn't remember all the stuff she was saying, but he was just like, tell me more, kind of like, oh, playing with his hair, kind of thing. And the other girls there was Arabella, and he can't even remember the other girls' names. Like the one had like white hair, one had she had like really long white hair. One of them had a kind of like a gingerish, like more Albany, kind of like a bronzy color, and one of them had like a platinum and like quite short, and like the group changes kind of every time they come around, and he's seen her like maybe 3 or 4 times.
Interesting. And so this Arabella, do you know what race she might have been? Was she human or was she elf?
Oh, I think she was a human. She didn't have the pointy old ears.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Some of the other girls were elvish, though. One of the girl with the white hair was elvish.
Interesting. And did they have any magic, or they were just?
Oh yeah, they were all. Well, magic is they were doing little tricks and stuff, and they would walk away, and they would have their instruments play for them as they walked away, and they would be able to do. I don't know none of the words of it, but like fireworks and they were able to make people disappear and appear like they've been cut in half and stuff. Oh, it's really good.
Wow, okay. Great. I'm excited to go see it at some point.
Yeah. You can understand I was excited. I mean, it's not that it isn't great to meet you, my dear, but I thought I was getting a show.
No offense, taking it all.
Well, I better get back to it. Here's your blancmange. And he drops down, presumably a blancmange somebody ordered. And just fucking bounces away. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the next morning, the pair of you can stroll towards the farm. And I'll say at this point, for the sake of ease, Rusty sees you first at the top of, like, he sees you down and goes, you tell everyone you're here. He scurries back, kind of yells to everyone that Athalia and Aeon are here, everybody. And, as you guys are walking down, it's quite a long driveway. I don't even think it would be called a driveway. It's probably just like a dirt road. And on the left-hand side, you had the singular alpaca. On the right-hand side, there was some trees. There were some pigs on the left. And, as you walk towards the farm, you can see that there's like a gently sloping hill that leads down to a river. And you can see the indications of a beach. Like right at the bottom of what you presume is the land of the property of the land of the property. The farmhouse is kind of like a 2-story affair, not super big, like comfortable size for like a handful of like maybe like 5 people, but you've just rocked up. There's fucking I think 7 of you guys. It's not in the best repair. It's a little bit battered, but this is normal for this area because building implementations are like good wood. Glass, stone, bricks, things like that are hard to get hold of. But yeah, you can all go down there and, amongst yourselves, you guys all arrive and you're introduced to Wolf's parents, which are Maria, who looks like a slightly older version of Wolf. I think we described her as a little bit taller with kind of long braided hair. Very striking, has the same kind of platinum hair, very like physically attractive woman, and described like mid-50s, but looks a little bit younger than that. Her dad is he blonde? I can't remember. My notes are wrong, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't look. I can't look at my notes now.
I think it was
I think he's
like a strawberry blonde, is what.
Like a strawberry blonde,
like a strawberry dirty blonde, sort of.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Classic, like elf, just absolute big elf energy. And he's quite broad. He's built like a Dairy Slice. He's chopping away at a tree. Something. He's just doing
elf
stuff.
Energy is B.
Yeah, B. And then following around Wolf, kind of like a lost lamb, is a very pretty girl with a kind of the strawberry blonde hair of a dad and the bright eyes of a mother. I think.
Well, sorry, there would have been a few things Wolf would have done before that. I don't want to cut you off, but she wouldn't have been out yet.
Okay.
Sorry. I assume what was said, Laffy was making food.
Yeah, I have a
making breakfast.
Stupidly large list of food.
Yeah, go on.
No, I think with the abundance of like flour and eggs and everything being on a farm, she's just going wild making different types of bread, and I think she would make bagels, but I think she's going to make a bunch of different types of bagels. So there's like cinnamon sugar bagels for Wolf. There'd be like
plain bagel for Lou.
No, so I had where is it? Because I'm on a list of like fancy breakfasts. Oh, there we go. I think she would have made. Where is it? My God. Basically, vegan bagels for when Azalea got there, and then if Azalea didn't come, she would have just like wrapped them up and taken them. But she's made like bagels with cheese in them and like cheese and chives and things like that. So there's like a bunch of bagels as well as like generic breakfast things to put on them. And then I think she also would have made like a big like tray bake omelette type thing. So it's like, I don't know what you call it, but it's like a massive, like the biggest tray she could find, and like mix a bunch of ingredients into it and make like a quiche without the crust kind of thing.
So at one point, so I'm just imagining like you approaching this like a military operation, right?
Yeah.
You've got different bots. At one point, Maria, whatever her name is, Wolf's mum walks in, sees this, and like the look of like, oh my god, what the hell have I walked into? And like tries to stealth backwards out of the room, like, all right, I'm not getting involved. And you would have seen this, like the look of like, what the hell am I witnessing on her face, because that'd be 8 with her stealth check. But it's up to you whether you kind of start pushing. She's just like, I've clearly interrupted something powerful, and the deep force has been unlocked.
She'd look like a gremlin because she'd be like hunched over, like kneading bread,
covered in flour.
She just like slowly turns her head and like puts one very like floury thumb up, like smiles, and then continues kneading bread. Like she's just very in the moment.
Okay, so she's just gonna like wash her hands off this situation, and then after about 2 minutes, she's coming in and goes, Laffy, dear, thank you so much for the effort you put in. I'm just gonna make myself a coffee, and I don't really eat a lot of breakfast as a rule, but I'm looking forward to this. I'm just going to and she gets a coffee. And
she chugs hot coffee.
Yeah, straight. She's badass, man. Straight for like, she just gets the beans and chews them,
and adds water afterwards.
Yeah, after it pours the boiling water straight into it, swirls it around.
To be even more badass, you drink first the water and then you like crunch beans.
Yeah,
and then you eat those.
She's bad. No, she makes herself a fucking alpaca milk latte or whatever. I don't know how I do feel about myself. Yeah, I feel good about but this. I think that'd be quite nice because like it's fresh because the milk would be warm anyway, and it'd be like high fat, so it'd be pretty good.
I mean, I don't know what alpaca milk tastes like.
Yeah, like the more the other kind of like milk-bearing animals, their milk tastes really sour.
Let's have a look. Milk.
Like sheep milk is sour as fuck.
I don't. Yeah, is alpaca milk good? Let's see. It's high in protein, low in fat. It doesn't say if it's tasty. Can humans drink alpaca milk? I am gonna try. Short answer is yes. However, they're hard to milk because they have very small teats. Okay.
James. Okay. Too much information.
This is what Google says. This is safe Google.
Now I'm imagining Wolf's dad having milked them with just like forefinger and thumb.
Tweezers. Yeah.
Can I just say, if anyone does check your like search history, they're gonna be like,
like what does alpaca milk taste?
Looking into
because like
it looks like you're looking into buying an alpaca for their milk specifically.
Yeah.
It does.
It's perfectly safe to drink. They're not bred for milk production. The volume will be small. Yeah, okay. We'll just say it's slight. Yeah, this is one male alpaca is really looking forward to it every day.
Stop it!
The alpaca. We're never going to.
Also, I should say,
wait.
I'm already ill enough.
Yeah. Can we call this episode just?
There's fucking Trixie Mattel and Katya.
Does everyone also take like 20 psychic damage for like information overload or something?
No, so the milk is fine for coffee. There are also cows and goats and.
I was gonna say both of those are better options, right?
Yeah. But like he's done it now. She's making herself a coffee. She's a half a sugar gal, or like a little teaspoon of honey in it. Because it is quite bitter, I assume.
Yeah.
And she's just like
sour.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go and. Oh, morning, Lorelei.
Sorry. So what Wolf would have done is she's obviously pretty quiet. So I think while Maria was making the coffee and Laffy was like, I guess
furiously kneading bread.
Furiously kneading bread. She would have that outfit on that I described before, and so just like walk in and absent-minded, just out of habit, like. Walk behind Laffy and just like kiss her on the neck and be like, seems like you're doing a lot, not even realizing that her mum's in the room while she's doing it.
Laffy would be very acutely aware. Not acutely aware, she would be like bright red, like a thermostat, just completely red and like side eye Maria like shit.
So Maria is fine. The retching noise comes from Ingrid. Gross. No, she doesn't. No, she the mum is actually looks quite taken. Not taken. What's the word I'm looking for?
Happy.
I mean, just pleased. Yeah, just generally quite pleased. Like, she's just like, lemur kind of thing. And she's like,
I think as saying that, we'll be like, like look up, we'll be like eyes wide, like I didn't realize.
It's okay. It's nice to see you settled in quite so much. Perhaps Laura, we can leave Laffy to it. She looks like she's in the zone. How just so I can prepare the stomachs outside. Roughly, how long will it be? They seem to have a few plates spinning in here.
She just like starts counting, like on her finger, like her flour-covered fingers. About 15 minutes.
Wow. Okay. A lot quicker.
So
than
many
I thought.
fingers?
Yeah. 15. Yeah. You start counting your fingers and less than one foot.
No. She's like counting the amount of things that are left to cook.
Right. Okay. 15 minutes. Wonderful. I'll go and tell Noel. Fucking hell.
No.
Noah, and the rest of your compatriots. Oh, hark! I think I hear the other two arriving. Fucking finally. And like,
do you want me to help? You have a lot of. You only have 2 hands.
It's fine.
I actually would really like to see Wolf make a cooking check.
Go for it.
No,
You don't
the
have
correct
any
phrasing
proficiency
of that
in this,
is
do you?
attempt to make a cookie check.
Straight dex.
No. Was,
Laura, like, can you add...
I don't think Dex is
fine.
the one for this.
Or like, can you add some sugar to that bowl right there?
Yeah, from across the room.
Which one dex though?
Like Salt Bay.
Yeah, Salt Bay. Let's use that. Go on, let's use Dex and let's see. Let's see if you fist this. Oh, 18's good. 18's good. Okay, so you successfully cinnamon up some of the bagels. Like
if Wolf knows anything,
Steals one.
it's cinnamon.
Yeah.
She just walks out with one in her mouth.
Yeah. Uncooked raw cinnamon bagel. But yeah, so the table is being set up. Maria, the mother, is kind of rushing back and forth. She waves over to Aeon and Azalea as they're being led down by Rusty. Lou and Kudo are being invited out. She's kind of ferrying between the kitchen and the... Excuse me. Oh, sorry, indigestion. Ferrying between the table where you kind of sat last night and the kitchen, bringing out plates and stuff like coffee pots and cups. Everything's like good, hearty, like farmhouse stuff, but everything's like a little bit. I don't know. Like, I'm not giving the indication they're poor, but everything's like really well used. Like everything looks like it's been there for a long time, and they take care of it. Like there's some little chips on stuff, and nothing really matches. Like when stuff's like breaks and it's replaced individually, because it's like you say that it's quite hard to get good quality plates in this part of the world, so they only replace them when needed. And the same, like the cutlery's all a bit mishmashed, but like, I actually really love that. I don't have anything that matches in terms of plates and cups. So one person's got like a huge mug, someone's got like a little china teapot.
Maybe Maria can use what's the word? Use clay. What's the word? I can't think of the word for like
pottery.
Pottery. Thank you, James.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe she can.
I mean, she probably would actually, like, if a cup breaks, because if you're in a house with like 3 people on, like, you've got 12 cups, 1 cup breaks, you forget about it. You only really worry about it when you get to like 6 cups, and like she hasn't got that, and all of a sudden she's like, oh shit, I actually don't have enough cups. But it's fine, there's enough to go around. And she's rushing back and forth trying to make sure there's enough on the table. People start gathering around. Ingrid, who's Wolf's younger sister, as described it a little while ago, has got strawberry blonde hair. I can't remember if she said she was. I'm assuming she's shorter than you. She's quite young. She's like 15. She has this like I won't say intense hatred, but like quite like an immediate rivalry with Rusty. Like every time the two of them look at each other, like a lightning bolt comes down with the verses between them, and they're like it's like who can run the fastest. Like he's gonna try and fucking smoke a run in. Who can do such and such? He's like I can stand on my head longer than you can, and she's like, no, you can't. And like they're off being kids, and it's like quite cute to watch as they run away and do these things. But when she's not doing that, she's kind of latched onto you, Wolf, like it's like baby ducking you. She's following you around, and she's not peppering you with questions. I think she probably did that last night. For like she asked you all about what life in the city is like. She's not really asking much.
She was trying to go to sleep, and she just kept asking.
Do you go to see shows every night? What's it like? What's Deliveroo like? Kind of thing. And so she's just like she's got questions about everything, but she's not. It's not constant, but she's clearly missed you, and she doesn't want to really let you out of her sight. And it's quite sweet. And so, but every so often, like her and Rusty will like pick up a stick and like not attack each other, but like they'll be kids because she doesn't have a lot of people to be kids with. And Rusty is all about chasing chickens. So after a while, Laffy, your bagels are done. So is your, I think you said omelette, or what was it? Quiche?
It's kind of, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a breakfast
paella.
bake. Yeah.
No, it's like a Spanish omelette, like a thick omelette. Yeah, so you bring out this fucking tray bake omelette, for lack of a better word, slam it down on the table. Everyone, this food's great. Maria and Noah introduce themselves to Azalea and to Aeon, welcome them to your home, welcome you to their home, rather. And people sit down and the conversation, well, I will step back for a moment and let you guys pick up the conversation if that's okay.
Hey, smaller wolf, want to do a competition with Rusty about who can pick up this ball the fastest?
What do you mean pick up this bowl in front of me?
I'm going to throw this ball, and you and Rusty
we
will
don't have
race.
many bowls. We don't have that many bowls. I'm sure I heard God talking about it for a few minutes. Wait,
Well, the idea was I throw this, and you and Rusty can catch it or pick it up the fastest.
In unison, they say, "We're not dogs. We're not dogs." Like absolute, like, and they look.
I think
each other
Laffy would say it as well. Like they're not dogs.
I find this highly offensive.
I would like to make an insight check to see if they're really not good dogs. No, just kidding.
Wow.
So the plate. Yeah. So they're eating along, and she's like, Ingrid. If you're, I imagine, with the like people may be a little bit tired. The first time sleeping in a barn for some of you, maybe not for all of you.
Luke's still has straw in her hair.
Yeah, Lily's picking that straw from her hair. Kudo's like trying to fish it out of his tail. Rusty is sitting there just like hoovering up the cheese and chive bagels. Like no one else is getting a sniff of them. And Ingrid's like gently like eating like a slice of this pie, and she's just looking around at all of them. And she goes, "So, see, how long have you guys been an adventuring group?"
I actually would like to know the answer to this question as well.
Just do I, because I've lost track of time.
2 months, just over that, I think.
Yeah, that's about right. I think.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 months, I think, probably since you all first met. Well,
since we met everyone, most people here. Yeah.
I'm a new joiner. I helped out like 2 days ago, and I kind of stayed along, and they haven't told me to go away yet. So,
oh well. So is it that? Can it be that quick? Sometimes you just meet up with a group, and you know that you're meant to be together, and you just. She kind of like brings her hands together and like latches her fingers around each other, like locking around. Is it like? Did you know? Did it feel special?
Well, not quite. Like not at first glance or anything like that.
Speak
but
for yourself.
We worked together for a few jobs, and it kind of worked. I mean, nobody died, so we figured, why not?
Well,
and I joined up 2 days ago, and we had a bit of a to-do, and so, well, like, that type of job and helping out there seemed like things sort of clicked, but I think we're aiming for the same goal, so...
Well,
sometimes it can be quick.
For me, at some point during our first job we did together that brought us together. During that, at some point, there was a development that made it necessary for me to stay with the group. If you want to say it like that.
Oh, okay. Well, what was that?
Laffy has a really fine comb that works amazing on fur.
She looks at Laffy. Now, Laffy slept in a barn, right, and has got. I'm imagining. How is she looking after like the fury of the kitchen?
She probably has like flour on the end of her nose that she hasn't quite caught. Like
It
maybe,
is
like...
definitely flour.
Hey!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
But she's not been doing lines in the kitchen. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
All of that is
Actually talking about her hair. So she slept in a barn and has been furiously making bagels. And someone has just said that you have a really fine comb. And I just want to know if that statement is correct with the reality of what perhaps Ingrid is seeing.
I think she's got it tied back at the minute.
Messy bun. Messy
Yeah,
bun.
yeah.
In reality, Wolf's got the fine comb, and he does it for her.
Flower, gleam and glow.
Also,
Don't give it away.
to answer Wolf's mother's question, you could say the stars lighted up the way, or like my mission.
Romantic, wonderful. It must be wonderful to have such a to have such an eclectic group. We're quite, I'm going to say insular, but we do have friends, but we're house mouses. I think we don't get out as much as perhaps we'd like to see some of our friends. We see people as they come through and go to the inn every now and then. But working on the farm takes a lot of life. It must be very interesting, Lorelei, for you. Considering, so you all met up and you go on jobs and well you mentioned you were going to see old Runo. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
I don't think at this time. It's honestly we're asking him some questions and then hopefully taking him back to the city for a bit, I think.
Oh, wonderful! Well, I'm sure he'll like that. Definitely.
Have you spoken to him
He's
at all recently?
not. Well, he doesn't get out much anymore. He's quite old now. There's he has a lady what does for him at the moment, Katie. She. I don't know if you've seen her. When did she join? And she kind of looks over at Noah to kind of get confirmation of how long this particular helper, Katie, has been around. And Noah is just like up to his fucking elbows in quiche, like kind of like not paying any attention, like the dad in what's that Pixar film with the people in the brains.
Inside Out.
Inside
Out. Yeah, like the dad is like eating. He's like,
he's watching football in his head.
Yeah, watching football in his head. And she kind of like shakes her head slightly. I don't know if you remember Katie. I can't remember how long. Whether she was here before or after you left. Anyway, he's almost blind, poor dear. A little bit deaf. He's quite old now. I think I heard a rumor that he's the oldest person in Warndle. Or the oldest creature.
Wow.
Well, he's easily 300-400 years old.
Wow.
So yes, he's getting on in years now. Bless him. But no, I haven't seen him in a while. Katie is a bit of a force to be reckoned with. You'll meet her if you. I don't think she was here when you left. I think it was soon after. She kind of matrons around the house. Picks up after him, makes sure he's eating, drinking. He's given away most of the farm now. He just occupies the house and some of the fields. Poor old dear. We see him occasionally. He has his little promenades around the town, but no, we've not seen him properly in a long time.
Well, we will talk to him. Maybe not today, but at some point within the next few days.
Well, as I say, if you are here for a few days, it's wonderful. Love to have you. There's Cancha, there's the Adventure Con on this week. That'll be a good thing.
Did they change its name?
They did finally change its name after years of there was one stick in the mud. There's this large orc kind of who ran it, and he was adamant that it was always going to be Feet Fest. But he's been voted out now, and he runs a stall there now, selling.
Is there a name for that stall?
I don't know. I've not been in. It's your father tells me not to go in there.
Since the trademark came open, he called it Feet Fest itself.
But it's just feet.
Store's called
Like,
Fancy
no,
Feet.
it's not FEAT. It is just feet fest. It's just
It's got like little keychains with like
do,
feet.
yeah, they do like foot pick competitions.
Yeah.
They do like
No.
how many spots.
No,
Hold on.
Your
Is the guy running the stall just that director from Nickelodeon?
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zack
Sorry.
Snyder.
That allegedly creepy guy. If you believe certain autobiographies.
He's got like
Seen
the toe
there's
sock.
like transcripts.
Is that I have not read it. I heard the rumors like that's fucking disgusting, but
It's still just full of like toe socks and like disgusting things.
well,
Shouldn't
it's
exist.
a it has a very
shoes
select
that
clientele.
Yeah.
They purchase they refurbish shoes and pass them on to collectors. We shall speak of this no more. Anyway, it's meant to be good. I know, Ingrid, you and some of your friends are going in a few days, aren't you? And she nods as she's like shoveling food in her face. And so like Noah and Ingrid are like, I don't think they're used to this like variety and amount of food. I think the breakfasts, as you grew up, is like your mum would cook one thing. And it would be like, everyone eats porridge today, and that's what you're getting. And the porridge is good, it's fine, but like, porridge is the menu, and if you don't like it, the other option is either do something yourself, which I will glare at you for, or go hungry. So everyone ate porridge. So this like wild selection of food. They're going like a little bit wild, and I'm trying a little bit of everything. Not eating shitloads, but trying a little bit of everything. She's very much like got one like half-eaten bagel on, I think. And she's not like not enjoying it, but she's trying to like give off an air of. In fact, if people want to roll insight, she's a little bit more reserved. Perhaps let's use the word reserved. Insight, yeah, you can like your mum quite well. She's probably trying to like. She wants to show that she's enjoying things, but like. Doesn't want to show how much she's enjoying it, and also wants to be like a little bit aloof from it all. Laffy, she clearly is enjoying that bagel. Perhaps she has only one. Perhaps she's just one very hungry.
I think noticing this, Wolf would lean over to Laffy, who I assume is sitting next to her, and just say, "I think she is enjoying it. She's just probably overwhelmed by the amount of people and wants to save face, if that makes sense." It tastes amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone, like the people who are around and go, "Hey, you say it tastes bad." Everyone was, "Oh yes, wonderful. Yes, you can cook lunches and dinners if you want." Laffy,
Laffy's eyes light up. She's like nodding.
Yeah. Obviously, you should enjoy the grounds. I completely forgot. Laura, did you get your parcel we sent you before you left? When did you leave?
When did we leave?
It was like 4 days ago, I think.
Did I get a parcel? I don't.
You did not. No. Well,
I don't think I did. I'm sorry.
It's your birthday parcel. No, you must have wondered why we didn't get it. It probably you delayed on the road, or you set off a little bit too early. It's really strange. You had some post from the city that arrived here for you for your birthday. We've kind of bundled it all together. It's only a winter scarf, even though it's the middle of summer, and a card. Nothing to get excited about, but it'll be there for you when you get back.
Something to look forward to.
Definitely. Yes, one of your friends sent you something here, which I thought was strange. It's all bundled together.
Who was that?
I didn't open it.
Well, is there a name on it?
No, it's just addressed to you. So we just bundled it all together.
Where is that?
With the parcel. Well, presumably it's your city. Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You've not had your coffee yet.
I'm a bit ill this morning. I'm sorry.
It's one lump of alpaca milk or two.
I haven't been in open fields for a while around so many animals.
Yes, it's the hay fever. Yes.
It's a bit of the allergies. Yeah.
Well, make sure you eat lots of the honey. It's from the local bees. Delicious. The wildflowers will really help if you are suffering with the blocked noses. But as she stands up, she's going to brush herself out. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Now, plenty of things to do around the farm, as I'm sure you'll understand. If you'd like to help out, we'd always appreciate a helping hand. But I'm going to start cleaning up some of the dishes. Have you finished in the kitchen for now, Laffy?
I think when she says she'll start cleaning up, Laffy would like scramble to her feet and be like, "No, I can do it. Don't worry."
Oh no, I couldn't touch you. You've done so much work already today.
I'll help clean the dishes. It's only right since I've been fed.
I can help as well.
Okay. Well,
Definitely.
Yes.
Uh,
Well,
Kind of like
many hands.
leave-
I assume many hands make light work. Okay. Well,
Too many
don't
cooks.
don't rush. Enjoy the breakfast. I have a few things to do on the farm. Some of the animals to look after. And she, takes her plate and she kind of like. I want to say there's like a table tray, where you could, a takeaway. Sorry, a restaurant where you put your trays when you finished, and they'd be like, right, guys, you can fucking sort this shit out. Dumps it here, and kind of moves on. And she goes into one of the sheds and comes out with like what looks like a tin of turpentine. And she goes to start repairing varnishing one of the recently put up fences. Not rudely, she just has stuff to do on the farm.
I think Laffy would, perhaps if there's like scraps of like half-eaten bagels and things like that, she'd like break them up, put them in a bowl with some milk and some honey, and then just like hold the bowl and be like, "I'll be back," and then just like start walking towards the pigs.
Okay. You walk towards the pigs. As you get closer, I assume when pigs get excited they squeal. That's what TikTok has told me, and thus I believe it is true.
Yeah.
I can't do that noise.
That hurt
they start
in my
squealing.
ears.
They start squeaking. The pig mum, I don't know the name of the pig mum, of a pig mum, is there just kind of glaring at not glaring, but just like looking at you. The piglets are like doing little laps, excited. The one you were speaking to, did I give it a name? Because I cannot remember.
It was like
Bacon.
It was Francis.
Francis, yeah.
Was
Francis,
it? Yeah.
Francis is
How
doing.
did I
little
write
laps.
that down?
I don't know.
Thank you for writing that down. I now, if you would like to record all of the names of all of the animals, we can Noah's Ark it at the end.
Noah.
Okay, so exactly. The Francis is really excited. The other piglets are not wary, but aren't as excited because they don't believe that anyone is going to bring them milk and honey and bread bits.
Aww.
It's not Christmas, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think she'd slide the bowl under the. I assume it's like a fence with an open panel.
You could reach over or under, yeah, sure.
I think she'd slide it under and then hop the fence and be in the pig pen, and then obviously cast speak with animals.
Okay.
And be like,
it's a pig pen.
Yeah.
Do with that information what you will. The piglets are really excited. Where they're going to eat, it is less gross than places where they're not going to eat.
Yeah.
She's
not gonna jump in there and stand in the shit and be "Hi guys!"
wading in it, yeah. No, so she lands. She's able to find there's little places. People come in here to get rid of the buckets and stuff. So there are there's a pathway you can not step in pig shit. You go there and you're casting speak with animals. And is it? Remind me, is it on one particular animal or on
it's
all
animals?
Okay. So they're Francis is guys, I told you, she's here, she's got it. And then they run forward, I don't think she has, she's just got a bowl, I can smell it. Francis, you got it. And it's yeah, Benji, come on.
Oh, one's called Benji.
Benji, yeah, one's called Benji, one's called Francis. And there's a third one called Spots.
I think because I'm imagining. I don't know why I'm imagining the piglets are piglets,
well, I'd say 2 or 3. So they're old enough, a little bit bigger. I'm gonna say half a baguette.
That's so tiny.
A baton.
It's
tiny.
So she's she's doing little head scritches and scratching behind their ears and stuff.
From snout to tail, your keyboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's tiny.
Yeah,
She's
well, I'm actually
having a
using
great time.
my keyboard. My keyboard's I think about 15 inches. So,
Wait, do you have a numpad or not?
Tiny.
Sorry?
Do you have a numpad?
I do, but it's at the bottom rather than at the top. Sorry, at the sides. But oh, sorry,
What?
a number pad. No, I don't have a number pad. Sorry, I thought you meant to say trackpad. I do not have a number pad. So imagine the QWERTY part of your keyboard. That size, yeah. So when you order a Subway and it says it's a foot long, but it's never quite a foot long. You're this is the smallest foot I've ever
Slightly
seen.
under.
Yeah, slightly under. They're like that.
It's
It's Subway size. These things are Subway size.
Am I the only one weirded out by comparing piglets to food sizes?
It's all I've got, man.
I mean, they are baby bacon, so.
Baby bacon.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry about that. My dog is
Oh, there is a dog on the farm.
Crazy.
There is a dog on the farm as well.
He went crazy.
So guests, perfectly voiced by our resident Tip Tapperer.
Our resident arsehole.
Yeah, no, that's me. So no one's going to disagree. Nice.
Hey, you're the one that says that we're mean to you.
Yeah, no. So the piglets are happy as the pigs in the proverbial, and they're like running between your legs trying to like jump. And I don't know if you've ever seen a piglet try to jump, but it's quite hilarious. They kind of like springbox, like about like a few inches off the floor each time.
Really funny.
Yeah, it's very cute and like squeaking. And the sow, that's the word, the sow, the mother, kind of like stands up and like she's a unit. It's like if they're the size of like fucking Subways, she's a fridge. Like she's an industrial fridge.
Jesus.
Like she wombles like.
No, children.
Yeah. I see you. What is this you brought? Slop. The heavenly slop. Yeah. No, Francis said that an elf, one of the bipeds, would be bringing the milk and honey and bread slops. Did you bring enough for all? Enough for the whole class? She's got a really sinister voice, and that's not what I was for. But I'm leaning into it. She's like, her piggy little eyes are piercing your soul. She's like, did you bring enough for all?
This is a fiend inside the body of a pig.
I can get more.
It's like a frog human.
Do we need to exercise her?
Call them bipeds, like what?
Well, they all look the same to me. And no, let the piglets eat it first. But if you can bring more, I would appreciate it. The nectar, yes. I don't know.
Jesus Christ!
Is it specifically
What the fuck?
The milk and honey bread, or would you prefer something else?
I personally love turnips, but I don't think it's the right season for this. Turnips.
Okay. I can see what I can do.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, they do feed us. It's not like we're starving, but you know, we are pigs.
Pigs eat everything, and
they will eat everything. As you bring it out, we will put it away. And I'm assuming
third person.
No, he's talking about the group of the pig. The pigs are pretty clever. I think pigs have like not only
pigs are very intelligent.
Yeah, pigs are like smarter than most dogs, and so like they have like they have object permanence. So, I think they remember who's wronged them and stuff.
This is why listen, when we're in a big fight and a horde of pigs run in on our team, you know who to thank, guys.
Yeah. And she's like, yes, if you could bring turnips and maybe mash them with cider. Yes, the apple juice. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cider.
The pig is alcoholic.
Yeah,
no, the American.
No, pigs love alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Why
that.
do you know so much about pigs?
The only thing I know about pigs is that you can hide a dead body by feeding them to pigs quite easily.
You can eat every part of the pig apart from.
Why do you think I'm befriending them, Pete?
They eat everything apart from the shoes and the bones.
No, it's so that later when we're eating hamburgers, you can say that Pete, that was Sebastian.
Well, so she says yes, the apple juice, sweet apple juice, turnips, always good. But by this point, have you put the bowl down?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The piglets like dive into it, and like their heads are in there for an amount of time that is like, have they drowned? And then they come up like, and then straight back in, like, you know, like just dunking their heads in until this bowl is gone in like 35 seconds. It's completely like, and then they're like running around your feet, and like, you know how cats rub against your legs, like that, and like she's like, you have done my family a great service here. How may I? Would you allow me to pass on a boon?
A boon?
A boon.
What is that?
Lucky, you're getting the level in the warlock. Don't ask. Don't question it.
Imagine a big pact. Yes. Okay.
No, it's a separate
So
subclass.
she goes around like the side of the sty, and she grabs. You hear like grunting of effort, and then this pig comes back and it's holding in its mouth like a broken fence panel. Imagine like a quarter, probably like an eighth of a fence panel, like a pie slice that's like been. It looks like it's been rubbed smooth at the bottom, but the top is still quite splintery, and it's got the smooth bit in its mouth, and it brings it to you and drops it at your feet, and it looks and goes, "Here, the most precious thing we own, the scratch post."
Oh.
A high piggy honor.
She's gonna like take it and like hold it as if it's like, you know, like do like a bow and be like,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Are you not going to you scratch with it?
How filthy is this thing?
It's from a pig pen
Can I
that pigs use to
pretend to, is it gonna like, do I have to make a deception check to pretend to scratch my back?
I
with
will
this
allow you
thing?
to choose deception or performance.
I think
And remember,
they're both the
pigs
same.
regularly sleep and roll in their own shit.
Yeah, that's why she's gonna pretend.
17. Okay, they're going to be actively watching you do this.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Oh my god. James, surely a pig's wisdom is
Pigs
not
should have a
straight.
minus.
Wait, I will
on-
see if there is a pig
Surely
stat
it's,
block.
surely it's at least -2.
Well,
You could
animals
also
generally
use
don't
the,
have like
uh,
negative piggy. There are pig stat blocks in D&D Beyond, guys.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there's a monster called Piggy Wigglebutt. Okay, we know what's
Aw.
happening next week.
Oh no, it's a pig
Oh,
or
that's from Rick and Morty. Okay.
Wait, which thingy is it charisma? The
Pig.
performance?
Yes.
What did you
-2.
Yeah, it adds
What
your
did you-
2. It
roll?
adds
Yeah, so
it adds 2.
yeah, it's at the 2. Yeah. What was I doing? Pig 5e.
No,
Need a
sorry,
lead.
mine is +2. The pig has a -2 to charisma.
Really?
Yeah.
but no, they're
Well,
inciting
yeah,
you.
Inciting you, yeah.
It's -1 on wisdom. -1 on wisdom. I did
So
not
it's-
know that.
It's a straight, so it's like
It's
They
meets
see
it beats
something.
it. Oh, okay, right.
I
so
never,
you-
I never know how meets it beats it
no,
works with.
okay,
those
so
spells.
because this is 2 active checks, right? What are you going to do to tip the scales of balance before you offend this piggy?
I'm gonna be like, oh, do you know, I don't think I have a scratch right now, but if I keep hold of it, I can save it for when I do have a scratch to itch. Or an itch to scratch.
It's
should I
a
say?
scratch, yes. Well, be sure it is best if you put your whole body into it, like this. And she like, I don't know, dry humps the air and like, you know, like I don't know what how else you
You
would
could have
describe
said
it.
James. You could have said scratches against the fence.
No, because she stood there in front of her,
You know,
and
James.
she kind of like,
She just starts like body bouncing.
yeah, but body bounces, and she's like this, and the piglet's kind of like joining next to her. Goes, yes, the scratch post like this. There's like this, mother. We need to find it. Mother, we must find a new scratch post.
The
James, you had an
scratch post, they're
infinite-
gone. It's like a
Possible.
cult thing. It's a pig cult. It's a pig
James,
cult.
you had an infinite number of possibilities to phrase it, and you chose the worst one.
But yeah, so Laffy, you can flee from these mental pigs if you would like.
Yeah, I'll
But
leave
Francis
slowly.
like
yeah.
winks and is like, "Thank you. Same again tomorrow, right?"
The pig winks.
Yeah.
Pigs. I'm sure. I'm not googling can pigs wink.
Any
In this
special
world,
requests?
pigs are renowned for like being able to wink.
They also look up or not?
No, they have
they
to sit
can't.
down. They have to look up by angles. So like if it like they lower their hindquarters and their heads raised.
Listen, I'll be willing to give these pigs any food that they want unless they ask me for human, and then I'm gonna be like,
Well, we could use it as-
goblin. No.
No.
No, he's like, just more of the milk and bread and honey, please.
okay,
Okay.
see you soon.
Bye.
She like walks slowly towards the door, and as soon as she's out of sight, she just legs it.
Like Francis is watching you go. Like he's like really cute. The rest of them are like, you know, the scratch post has gone. The entire
of the
basis of our
enemies.
democracy has fallen.
And the economy of the pig world is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But yeah. So what is everyone else doing?
I was wondering if I could help out on the farm, maybe chop some wood or help.
Yeah.
make
Sure.
Yeah.
So the one of the big problems in the area is that the trees, and I don't know if this is true in the real world. So if it isn't, I don't care. Certain
that's the
trees do not make good wood for building in this world, and I'm going to decide that they're fruit trees. For whatever reason, fruit trees do not make stellar building materials. They don't grow very high. The wood is soft, pliable. It's fine for like fiddly bits, like I don't know. But if you're going to build like a bridge out of it, you would not want to use in this world like an apple tree. Because the wood is just not up to scratch. So there's there are a few instances of really tall ferns, and they're like cultivated. They grow fine, but they just don't grow as numerous as some of the other trees. And so Noah, who's the dad, is like, so it's good to have another strong looking, another strong guy on the farm, and he kind of slaps you on the shoulder. Is Aeon like physically strong?
He has proficiency in athletics, but he's not physically strong. He does have plus on dex, though. He's dexterous.
Okay, well that'll really help when you're chopping down a tree. Doesn't
I'll
really matter how.
I'll go for the athletics check.
Yeah. So he takes you over to where these particular trees are being cultivated, and there's like a couple of logs that are being again, don't know how this works. I've seen it in Skyrim. They are left to dry out so they can be chopped easier, and the wood can be hardened. So there's like one or two of these trees have been felled, and the wood is used kind of as needed, and it's like treated and stuff. And so he's like, well, what we're doing at the moment is we're replacing some of the fences for the animals. You know, the basically want to make sure the horses are penned in a little bit tighter, and that means we've got to use some wood to make fences. That's what Maria was doing. She was treating some of the fences so they last longer in the weather. So yeah, if you want, he reaches down, kind of pulls out an axe. He does like this pretty cool, like flips it and catches it by the handle. Flips it from the handle and catches it. Not on the blade, but on like the axe head itself. Like he catches it there, and then he pushes the handle towards you. He goes, yeah, if you want to start shopping, what we're looking for is about a foot long. It gives you the dimensions. And once you've what we aim for is 4 fence panels out of a block of wood, and he kind of gives you the block of wood. There's an axe, there's a saw, and there's like is it a lathe that you use to like shave the wood down?
Yeah.
And he's like, right, this will be great because this will save me like a whole day's labour if you can do this.
Yeah. I pull out a little like gem-studded clasp, and I clasp it onto my shirt, and I cast Enhance Ability Full Strength on myself.
Okay.
So I just.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So there is a certain. I know I was joking about dexterousness. I mean, there is a certain amount of like finesse required here as well. But that's fine. We will put that as we come to it. So let's see how well you do with the wood first and foremost. If you make me an athletics check, please.
Yes. With Enhance Ability, does what the fuck?
Double nat ones.
Yeah, I was about to say, did it matter? But it doesn't matter now if I did get the advantage on the strength check with athletics.
You would have got you would have got the advantage, but you did get
yeah,
the
but double ones didn't even matter. What the fuck was that about?
So
I think this means you accidentally chop off your own arm or something like that.
I just don't. I think he's like stood there. He's like, oh, finally, like. He's there, and in his head, you can clearly see him thinking, "I love my girls. I'm so proud of them." You know, one of them is this really important, like a member of the force that keeps the country safe. You know, they fight off the undead. She's an adventurer. She's going out. She's made all these friends. I'm so proud of her. And my youngest daughter, she's grown up to be a woman, and she's becoming her own person. But it's really great to have like another strong man. Oh. That's a shame. Like visible disappointment. So yeah, you go for a few times, and I. How do you mess this up? Like, what do you do to mess this up? I will let you pick.
I will say, I am proficient in wood carver's tool. I can make a fence panel if I needed to. But yeah, I
how proficient.
I bring the axe up. Yeah, I bring the axe up, and I like. Swing it, but I've like come at it in a really weird angle, like it's the first time I've ever swung an axe before. Probably is, and I've swung it, and it's just like
just bounces
hit
off.
It, yeah, just.
Wow. Okay.
It kind of like leans over towards Wolf's father, says, "I promise he's better at magic. He's not, daggly armed usually means wizard or magic caster in my profession.
Would would you like to have a go? You look a little bit more physically. He kind of looks you up and down. You look a little bit more physically, shall I say, capable?
I will. I'll apologise for that. If you want, I can fix your fence panel. I do have woodcarver's tools. If you want me to actually do something a bit more hands-on instead of
physical labour.
But they're both physical labour, just different types. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he kind of like gently leads you to an area of pre-chopped wood. And he's like, well, if you want to try and get these... he's like, here, buddy, if you want to try and get this wood down into fence panel shapes. And so what he's done with a stick of charcoal is he's drawn the shape of the panels. The fence panels, yeah. He's drawn the shapes of them. They're like big stakes, just like fence stakes. There are a couple there that you can use as like a base. So I would like you to roll. So you've still got advantage for an hour. You've got advantage on strength checks, but I would like to see a woodcarver's tool check. I will allow you to use strength if you want, because it is physically demanding work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, 14 is not. Yeah, 14's good. Yeah, 14. How come you've got a -1 to woodcut? Oh, because it's your strength.
Strength check.
What is your strength?
Wait. It's -1, but I do have I should have proficiency in woodcarver.
Yeah. What's your proficiency?
So
it's +3 now, isn't it?
+3, so it should be a +2 on that.
Yeah, so
it should be +2.
+2. Sorry.
So I've got -1
16.
on
Yeah, so you do pretty. Actually, against his expectation, you do a pretty solid job of this. So with the element of what was it we called the finesse element of it, being able to like bring your. I mean, you did have flash of genius as well, by the way. You could have used. You could have.
Yeah, fuck, I do, don't I?
Yeah. I mean, we have talked about it today. I mean, it wouldn't have had a 7 is still bad. But with this, you were able to use like a more meticulous eye. Can you roll me, please, a d6 +1?
Yeah.
And this is how many fence panels you will make in the morning. Okay, 6. So you do a really good job. You of like the stack that were there, you nearly clear it. So he's actually really happy. They are all, they're not perfect. He wasn't expecting them to be perfect. They're not 100% uniform. They all look the same, but then there's like some little nicks and stuff. But then structurally, completely sound. They will do the job he wants them to do. They will stick in the ground. They will not crack. They just need to be treated now. He's very, very happy. But going back to Lou, he like casts an eye over. He's handed you the axe to see if you can do a better job at chopping this initial piece of wood. Lou, how would you like to approach chopping this wood? What skill would you like to use to chop down this wood?
So Lou doesn't have a lot of experience working with wood, but she has seen a few people do it. And the way they do it is they first like go like down low and then up to like get chunks out of the wood.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily need to get the whole way through.
Oh well, that's felling a tree. So this tree is already down on the floor. You've been asked to chop off like a like a chunk of it, and then work it into like manageable pieces. So imagine that in Captain America, it's Age of Ultron, where he's chopping the wood. So the wood is already like felled. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think the way she would go about this is like grab one of her daggers, like stick it in like halfway, like through the middle, like about, and like try to hit it with like the back of the axe, like a hammer.
Okay, there are other tools if you want to use that, but okay, I will. Yeah, that's good. What skill? I'm not going to allow you to pick what you use to roll it, like to roll for this. I just need it to make sense. So like Arcana will not work, like unless you can spin me a yarn that sticking the dagger in wood and then hitting it with a mallet somehow uses like Arcana, for example, or Deception. Those are two tough sells. What skill are you going to use to chop this wood up?
I wanted to argue dexterity because I want to hit precisely on the dagger's head.
Okay. What dexterity check in particular? What skill in particular?
I was going to say dexterity in general, but I don't know. Maybe sleight of hand? No, I don't think that works.
I'll let you go for sleight of hand. Yeah, you placing the dagger in. You know, you're examining the wood for like micro fractures and stuff like that. I'll allow you to use sleight of hand.
Nice.
But the attack, the hit, yeah. Go for it. Yeah, sleight of hand.
16.
That was a low roll, but with a plus 11, it doesn't really matter. Expertise is great. Everyone loves expertise, right?
I love expertise.
Yeah, it's fucking mint. So you do this. Can you roll me, please, a D6 plus 1?
Yes. D6. There we go. 2.
2
plus 1.
plus
3.
1, so 3. So it takes you a little bit longer, and because you're not physically strong. So by the time that Aeon has finished sanding down the wood, you've managed to chop up 3 more fence panels ready for him to, or ready for somebody else to finesse down into like actual smooth usable fence panels. At this point, Noah's come back. You know, this has taken you the whole morning. It's you've done 3 of them. He's astounded. He's like, oh guys, Aeon, Lou, you've really helped me out here. You've done a fantastic job. This has saved me an entire day's work. I've been able to get ahead on some other projects. This is wonderful. This is absolutely fantastic. Please, it's lunchtime. Come and let's have lunch. But let's
to do insight check to see if he actually is surprised or just saying that.
Okay, yeah.
I'm rolling horribly today.
I mean, he you know.
You didn't roll double nat ones.
all of the words are right. You know, with that insight, I will say that you feel like a little glow of pride of a job well done, as he seems very happy. He seems genuinely happy that you've saved him an entire day's work here. He's been able to get ahead on some other projects, and he leads you back. But we'll cut to somebody else now, because there are 4 other people. So there's Wolf, Azalea, there's Laffy, and there's Kudo. Oh no, sorry, we've done Laffy. Sorry, she spent all morning with the scratch post and the pigs. Wow,
the terrifying cult of pigs.
The terrifying cult of pigs. Yeah, the cult of the oink.
I don't think it would have been all morning.
No, I know, but I think maybe the recovery phase for Laffy was all morning.
Oh yeah, she's gone to sit back in the barn on a hay bale and just head in her hands oh my god.
Every so often you look at the scratch post, you're like, should I?
Questioned reality.
Yeah, what have I done? But
she's staring at the ground and Vietnam songs are playing in her head.
Yeah, she's definitely hiding in the barn.
Yeah,
James, I do know what I'm gonna do. So
okay, you don't know what you're gonna do, or you do?
I do know.
Okay, cool. Let's do you first then.
Okay. Do I see that correctly? That they have some kind of weed or maize or something growing, as in hay. Weed.
Yeah, they can make. Yeah, they have the facility to make hay while the sun
They're growing
shines.
cannabis.
Oh Jesus!
He says weeds, not weed.
I did say weed, but that's just not being native English and.
Yeah, no, ask
whatever.
I know.
But I'm gonna.
Drink cannabis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer. What was his name's?
Noah.
Noah, to help him cut the grass, weeds, hay, whatever they are growing.
Yeah, sure.
If it's season.
Yeah, I will say I do not know or care. So he's like, yeah.
I mean, it could just be slightly overgrown.
Yeah, come with me to the long grass fields, little man.
Give me a second. I just need to talk to Azalea before. And I'm gonna find Azalea, and I have noticed you have some special plants with you. Do you happen to have some seeds of them?
Some seed. I have an enormous bag.
Turning the Wolf family into the Escobars. Yes.
I have an enormous bag of leaves, so there'll be some seeds in there somewhere.
And I have them.
Sure, you growing? I have to stress these are medicinal.
for my
It's
glaucoma,
medicinal. It's medicinal.
for my anxiety.
Well,
They help me relax.
well, if you need them still, I can also do with half of them or
No,
anything
there's
at all.
loads of them, so you can take some. Yeah, that's fine.
That's great. And then I'm gonna find Noah.
Okay,
They
he's
need
stood there
lots of
waiting.
heat and sun.
Well, don't
Sorry?
worry, it's beautiful, warm, sunny day. I'm sure that your little seedlings are gonna do just fine. I say he takes Kudo. It's a bit further away. He kind of takes you to this area here, like away from the grazing areas of the cattle, and there's like a big field that's a little bit overgrown. Clearly, like it's something he's been putting off doing. But there's like long grasses and whatever you need to make hay. Again, I don't really know. So he stood there. He's looking at him. Every so often he looks down at you. This kind of like bemused look on his face. He goes, "So, I've never seen a creature quite like you before. Are you
Well, my race is kinda shrinking population,
So you were
and
taller?
also they are. No, not that kind of shrinking. Like numbers are shrinking.
Oh,
Also, we are very good at hiding, and I'm gonna turn into a pitchfork
in front
or
of
a
us.
normal fork. It's normal
Yeah.
household items, whatever.
Wow, and like he's going to pick you up and look at the forks. That's incredible. That must come in so useful.
Yes, but I did
So
Genie in a
before-
bottle.
He's going to put the fork back down on the floor. Like,
and I'm gonna turn back. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Well, it's great for hiding. You gotta
can
admit that.
imagine. Yeah. And also, if you don't have a fork.
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's the hayfield, and he just gestures, and it's like it's a field, like a football pitch size field. This is where we come to make the hay. I've not been keeping on top of it. What's your plan?
I take out my sword, and I'm gonna summon my echo.
Okay.
This.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's are all of you magical people, or is the whole group magical? Is Lorelei magical?
Some of us, yes, but also this is not.
Bloodhunter stuff magical?
This is not quote unquote spell magic, whatever you want to call it. Like this is different kind of magic. This is not, whatever.
Is this your population magic?
Also, no.
Population magic.
That's kind of me magic.
Oh, well, it's really cool. So what we need for you to do, chop down the grass, bundle it all up together, and then in little, as much as you can carry, and then put it on the side of the field, and then that we can feed the horses over the winter.
Yes,
Okay.
will do.
Am I okay to leave you to this? You're not going to hurt yourself, are you?
Yes, definitely. I'm
Wait,
experienced.
you are going to
with,
hurt yourself,
like-
or I'm okay to leave you here?
You're okay to leave me here.
Okay.
If
cool.
I would be scared of hurting myself every time I take out this blade, that would be a problem.
Okay. Well, I've never seen anyone try to make hay with a sword, so I'm sure this will be great. But if you need me, I'll be at the house doing something else. And he trundles off. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to work. What are you looking to? So you got your echo, which is unless you're going to use all of your unleash incarnations, you aren't going to be moving any faster. You can just do 2 bits at the same time, if that makes sense.
That's actually true.
Yeah. So you're just sharing your attacks. You just kind of work. You just got a greater surface area. What skill check are you going to use to chop down hay for this guy and this farm?
Survival?
Okay, how is survival going to help you make hay, chop down the hay?
Knowing where the best point is to cut into the
Other than
weeds.
Other than the bottom.
Yes,
Okay.
and like know what like the best angle of attack is to really cut.
I don't know enough about grasses or hay to argue, so I'm just gonna let this slide. Yes,
Yay!
you can make a survival check to chop.
Well,
down
I
hay.
didn't know how to argue persuasion, honestly. I didn't find a way.
Imagine. I
Convince
persuaded
the
Bleeding the
Never
hay
cut
into
it.
your bag.
Listen, I'll pay you all this gold if you just like chill out.
Ooh,
Like.
That's a 23.
So
Nice.
what I picture of how this works is you and your Echo go back to back, hold your swords out, kind of like you're quite short anyway, but like low down, and then you just rotate. So it's like a helicopter blade.
No, that wasn't my plan, since that would
okay.
use Unleash Incarnation, since we're attacking at the same time. No. What I'm gonna do is send out my Echo before me, as kind of a lawnmower, walking behind it, trying to pick up the weeds at the same time as also planting some of the seeds I got earlier, just into the ground in between.
Okay. So I see what you're doing. Can you roll me, please? Can you roll me, please, a D8 and a D6 plus 1? And that'll be how many bales of hay you make.
D8 plus D6 plus 1.
Plus 1. Yeah. Trying to remember my crazy. Ooh.
Oh god.
The 5. I mean, you do good. Like you do it well, but like
5
you're
bales of
only
hay is a
little.
lot.
Yeah, 4 bales of hay is a lot, and you're only little like Tanuki guy. It's tough work.
Also,
but
I'm gonna stray out some of the cut grass just to fertilize the ground, so everything, including other things, grows better.
Yeah, I think that's probably why you only get like a low amount of stuff. But you do that. You're able to plant like a substantial amount of these seeds in a way that they won't be immediately visible to people entering the field, but be very easy to find if you know what you're looking for. So you did quite a good job. Let's go next before we stop for a break. Let's go to so who we got? We got Wolf and Azalea left, haven't we? I think.
Mine will
Yes,
probably take a while, so maybe do mine after break.
Oh, you do yours after break. So Azalea, what is? I know you said you were going to help tidy up, or do the dishes rather. You can do that, or you can. There are other things to do on the farm if you so desire.
I think Azalea has like a fair bit of like farm experience, so as much as like she would be torn between wanting to clean the house because she's staying in there and it feels like the polite guest thing to do, I think because she knows about farming, she would go out and help. So
Okay, yeah, sure.
What time of the year is it in?
It's high summer, midsummer.
High summer. Okay, so it's probably not harvesting season for most things apart from maybe like fruit trees and some vegetables. So I think she'd be going to orchards to try and like help collect the harvest for them. Maybe like setting up wasp traps and things to keep the wasps away from all the fruit.
Wonderful. Yeah, so you walk through to the kind of, if you're walking down towards the beach, to the left of the farm are these kind of like, not vineyards but like fruit groves. Apologies, the dog's barking in the background. She can wait until we finish this little bit. That's Jasper, the dog barking at crows again, telling them to piss off. You find some orchards, there's golden raspberries, there's berries and blackberries and golden raspberries and the little red currants, and then you come across apples and pears, also like citrus fruits, like those really small hyper sour lemons. I can't remember what they're called. You basically it's about to start falling off the trees. This needs doing. What skill would you like to use to, have the best success as possible as you hoover up these fruits?
See, I'd love to argue medicine, but there's no way. I think in my case, I do think I'd be able to do survival with this. I think knowing like what color is the right color, what texture, like when you touch the fruit is the right fruit for it to be perfectly ripe but not too ripe. Yeah, and then like the smell of it as well.
Yeah, for sure. Can you roll me a survival check, please? Ooh, another one. Beautiful. Another high check as you are. You know, you're going to be double basket in this. Can we have a D8 and a D6 plus 1, please? And this is how many baskets of fruit you fill.
Oh my god, that's so much.
So that's 4,
5,
7,
7,
8. So you fill 8 baskets. So yeah, you are
Okay.
putting in the fucking work. You've got your berries. You've got your tree fruits. Again, I'm going to show my ignorance. You've got wild strawberries. You came across some wild strawberries, plums. I bet you have. You have a smorgasbord of fresh fruit ready to go.
I'm just thinking like Laffy's gonna fucking love making some pies and shit out of
Yeah,
it.
Oh my
jams
I
god,
was
and-
gonna
he's gonna
say,
be so
I was gonna
happy.
say like a crumble. Oh
Your
my
crumbles.
god.
Oh,
Like
You've got
a
apples
plum and
for
vanilla
cider.
and cinnamon crumble.
Yeah.
oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It
you're
sounds so
happy
good.
with this.
An
And you
apple,
come
an
back
apple
in.
cinnamon turnover. Would be
Yeah. Oh, you come back in, and Maria, the mum, is just over the moon with the variety there, because like you kind of Laffy. I didn't probably mean to, but almost cleared them out a little bit this morning, making breakfast for like 10 people. But this is like completely restocked it, and you know, the eating's going to be good for the next few days. So we've got fruit, we've got wood, we've got fence things, we've got Kudo planting weed and making hay. Laffy's like hyperventilating in the barn, trying to figure out what the hell she's done, and whether or not it's too late for her to return to the stars. And we are left with Wolf. I will say, as before, Ingrid, she's like latched onto you, but if there's conceivable way she can follow you without her feeling she's annoying you, she's kind of like hanging around. But like, if you want to do something without her, it's quite easy to get rid of it. Like Rusty can like distract her. And
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Actually, I think Wolf would have sat at the table for a while, probably talking to whoever's like still sitting there, and just like deciding like, you know, what she wants to do. She hasn't been here in years, and she's like, where do I want to go first, really? I think she would have. She like thinks for a minute and gets an idea in her head, so she quickly goes upstairs and grabs the bag of holding. And then comes back downstairs, like outside to the table, where I assume Ingrid and Rusty are, and probably goes up to. 'Cause I don't know how awkward she'd be about it, because she wants a moment without Ingrid, but I don't know how she's gonna say it.
with Rusty or with.
No, with
So, I mean,
just like thinking about how Rusty could distract her in a nice way.
Oh, so as you walk back to the table, like I don't know, they're trying to find out how many, like, who can fit the most like hazelnuts in their mouth. Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
like the playing
Chubby Bunny challenge.
Yeah, chubby bunny challenge, and the it's not like the hatred is palpable, but it's almost there, and so like
Well, it's like
Rusty,
a rivalry rather than a hate.
Yeah, like a rival, like a really intense rivalry. And then she's like, I know, I've got him. I bet you can't do cartwheels. And he's like, I can do cartwheels, but he looks down at his arms. There is no way that he's going to be able to do a cartwheel without fucking braining
He's going to do a
himself.
cartwheel, and half the time he's just going to do a headstand.
Yeah, just a headstand. Yeah. So like they go off and they have like a very cute to watch cartwheel competition, and she Ingrid, very lithe, is able to do like one-handed cartwheels. It's badass to watch. Rusty is basically almost doing no-handed cartwheels, but it's like, imagine someone like frame rating a Lego person on their head and then over. It's not elegant, but the pair of them are doing it. They are heading down towards, like, you know, they stop. They're laughing. They are having fun. They're not hating. They're having fun while they're doing this. And then she's like, "Oh, come and see this!" And like they run off to like the river. They run towards the river.
So I think while they were sort of cartwheeling, Wolf would have like watched slightly and just like had that smile before like remembering what she was doing, and she would go over to the pig pen. Obviously, Laffy isn't there, but she knows that's where Laffy was going. She'd go to the pig pen and do some like investigatory work to try and figure out where Laffy went.
Okay. Can you roll investigation, please?
Can I argue survival? Following tracks.
Well, we were very clear that Laffy didn't stand in pig shit.
Well, yeah, but mud. I assume she didn't get fully mud
let's
and
go
moved
for
grass and things like that.
investigation first, and then we'll see what we get with survival. Just so investigation to piece together what's happened.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like you notice that part of the something's not quite right. Like some part of the pen is missing. The pigs are all like in uniform rows. There's one pig stood at a lectern with a mallet in their hand.
Oh no!
But so you can't figure out what's happened specifically. All you can see is like Laffy isn't here, and part of the pig pen is missing, but the bowl is still there. That the pigs were eating out of.
Mm-hmm.
So you pick that up, and then
They've eaten Laffy.
She's not that stupid. This is why I wanted to argue survival, James.
Yeah, to do survival now. Yeah, do survival now.
I think you look around. Okay, here's the question: how far is the bowl from like the fence? Can she take the bowl without getting ganged up on by pigs? Yeah, and in the pen.
You're slightly you're taller than Laffy. You're like a foot taller, aren't you?
I
will say you can reach for it. Yeah, I'll say you can reach for it. And let's go for you pick a check, and we'll get like sleight of hand or athletics will work, or acrobatics will work. Like basically, you're trying to reach it without getting in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do acrobatics since it's the
21. Yeah, you basically grabbing hold of one thing, leaning forward, stretching your arm out. If anyone's walking past, it's like you playing the floor is lava. But the floor is just pig poop. So yeah, you after a concerted minute and a half able to find the pig bowl.
So yeah, I think very quickly she just put that take that bowl inside just to hand it to I think her mum's washing up.
Yeah, I think the mum's there like furiously scrubbing down all the pans like fucking guess. Oh,
just add one to the bowl.
Yeah. Hi, I can
add it to the pile.
I can help if you. So she wants to help, but also wants to do something. So
well,
mum can probably tell that.
I mean, you can. So you could help a little bit. You don't have to spend your whole day here. You can like put away the things that she's already dried, clear some space.
Yeah, she finishes drying whatever's there and helps put away the few things that are done. And then I need to do something. I'll be back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Gives her like a hug. Gives her like a hug from the back.
It's like a stressed. I don't believe you'll be back to help, but okay, fine, leave kind of noise from the. So she's not pissed off. She's just like things. She runs a very a meticulous schedule that has been somewhat thrown into disarray, but equally the disarray has resulted in a lot of work being done and like loads of food being available all of a sudden, and basically let's not put too fine a point on it. Free farm help.
That one thing. Wolf goes into the bag of holding and pulls out one of the bottles of honey wine that she bought.
Okay. Ooh, wonderful.
And puts it on the table. This is for everyone. Maybe tonight or.
Your mum was there with a bottle opener. Oh, tonight, yes. It's like 10:30 in the morning.
No, well, she says, Wolf says, well, I'm giving it to you now in case you want any.
No, I was only joking. Perhaps, yes. I think a nice meal outside tonight would be wonderful. Thank you, Laura.
I really have to. Sorry. Wolf's up. He just doesn't know what to say.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Wolf. And then yeah, she walks off back to the pig pen, and I will make a survival to see if she can find the tracks of Laffy. 16.
60. I will say, I don't. How like fastidiously would have Laffy tried to like get? I don't think she would have done it outside the pen.
As soon as she got out of the barn, she would have sprinted away.
Okay. So yeah, you find what looks to be like the panicky footsteps of Laffy, clearly hell for leather in a way.
Okay. Seeing that, Wolf would almost get nervous, and then just start following the tracks at a quickened pace towards, I assume, the barn.
Okay. The barn's there. You got the. I really need to know what you've done with the pig scratch post.
So she's sitting on a hay bale, and she's holding it with both hands, and she's staring into space, and she looks so disheveled because she's like mentally like, did I mess up? Should I not have taken this? Have I caused a problem? What am I going to do with this? This is like a sacred item to them. It's a piece of wood. What do I do? She's like going back and forth.
As Laffy's having a crisis, Wolf sort of like assumes Laffy's in the barn because the door's like slightly open, and sort of knocks on it, but just says knock. Yeah, just says like knock.
Scratch, piggy, scratch, piggy, scratch.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you know, it's your barn.
Yeah, but I mean, no, she knocks, but she also says knock.
Knock, knock.
Like knock.
You'd see, if you could, because the door would be open, so you'd see it like snap out of it and like look at you and be like, "Hi."
Lorelai would walk in. Are you alright?
I wanted to do something nice and give the pigs some honey and milk and bread.
As Laffy says that, Wolf goes, "Oh, you gave them that."
And then they gave me this, and she holds up this piece of wood, and they made out like it was some really important item, and that I had to keep it.
I went over to the pen and I heard. Never mind.
Yeah, the organised pig revolt was hyperbole, by the way. That was.
I know. Yeah. She pictured that. So like.
Do I give it back?
I mean, do you want it?
I don't know. It's a piece of wood.
And it's covered in
pig dirt,
pig shit, basically. Like they use it to basically scratch their backs and asses with. It is not a pleasant piece of wood.
It just feels rude to give it back.
I mean, I can give it back.
But then they'll know that I just like got rid of it. Oh God, I don't know what to do, Lorelai.
Laffy.
Uh-huh.
I have a plan. If you want to be cheered up.
Okay.
You seem very stressed.
I am.
How about we leave the pig scratching post here, so we can take it out of our minds for a bit, because I want to show you something.
Okay.
Okay.
She'd like stand up, put the like. Do you know when someone like doesn't know where to put something down? So she's like turning around like.
Wall.
Very gently puts this stick down as if it is a sacred item and it's not just a piece of wood.
I'm slightly confused. But like she like goes to the barn door and like holds out a hand for Laffy.
She takes it.
I will say you've been holding a shitty piece of wood.
Oh yeah.
There's a very close well for you to wash. Like you go to reach, you're like, actually.
Yeah.
Hop.
You like hold your hand out for her to take it, and she just holds her hands up, and she's like, "I wouldn't."
I grew up on a farm. It's fine, but okay. So yeah, Wolf would lead Laffy towards the I guess the closest well or like small.
Yeah, there'd be like a pump outside.
Yeah, like somewhere where you can wash your hands, and then sort of she's clearly very excited about something. As she sort of walks towards where the river is, but sort of towards the group of trees that are close to the river. They're like almost like overhang the river.
I'm imagining this. Don't know if you're looking.
Yeah,
Yeah, sort of like that. Yeah, it is like that spot. You sort of. So I haven't seen this place in a while. And I hope it's as nice as I remember. She's like slightly nervous but also excited. And I wanted to show you.
Okay.
As you head down through you pass through past various people who are doing. You're not close enough that you could like have conversations. But you see them at the corner, like Azalea. Not ploughing the fields, but picking up the fruits. To your kind of just at the edge of your vision to the far left over here you see like a blur of kudo and like grass being felled. You can hear
blur that is kudo.
The blur is kudo. you can hear like the wooden area I think would have been over here, so Lou and Aeon would be a little way away, and to you just kind of like that they're not in the direction that you're heading, but kind of nearby, kind of on the same stretch of bank, you can hear like the voices of I can't fucking forget her name. Then Ingrid and Rusty, and not near where you're going. They're like a little bit further up the river. Maybe in an area that's a little bit more brightly lit, and there, you can hear like the occasional splash as they're like probably throwing things in the river, and like the continuous sounds of argument that has been like the default of their interaction.
So Lorelei would lead Laffy sort of near to probably close-ish to like where the bridge is on that map, sort of to the other side, where that sort of overhang sort of cluster of willow trees are. And sort of like to the riverbank, where sort of like a softer patch of grass sort of leads into like a larger, not like a, what's the word? Not like a pond, but like sort of a larger area of the river, where it like gets wider, so it's more like a small lake. And would sort of just she would see, no, but like just like a area that's more like less just like a stream, more like a larger area,
like an estuary, like shallower, doesn't run as fast. Yeah,
but like you could wade into it and probably swim if you wanted to. Probably sort of lead her over there, and Laffy would see Wolf is just smiling as she's like reliving some like cute moments in her head, then sort of sees the area and is just beaming. And almost like a child, she sort of runs up towards this sort of slight overhang. It's almost like a cove, where you can see there's like a hatch that she might have dug or something, so you can go into this small little cove area underneath this massive willow tree. And she just like goes to the edge of it and just holds her hand and say, "You want to see?"
Yeah.
And it's almost like not like a staircase, but it's like a small ladder. So it was like you have to duck slightly to this small sort of arched cove, and sort of leads Laffy down. It's almost like the river's like sort of like lapping up against the side. As she sort of sets out a small picnic blanket she gets from the bag of holding, and just like sits it at the edge of the river and just like sits down on it and gestures for Laffy to sit down next to her.
She's like she like looks down at herself and realizes she's still covered in like flour and stuff, and she just like shrugs and sits down on the blanket.
Flour's like the least of it.
No, she washed her. You washed
the hands too, yeah. She washed the pig poop. Okay.
She's fine. She's still got breakfast things.
Yeah, she's still got flour on her hair. This is the sounds kind of at the moment it's you haven't been like summoned for lunch. There's not a hard and fast thing that you would have to do. The sounds of the activity on the farm continue on in the background. I kind of picture not on above it, but near enough to it that occasionally you can hear them, is like the harumph of horses as they like graze in the fields nearby that overlook the river. Like the parts of it will run through. Sometimes the horses will wade down to this area. Very rarely, quite infrequently, and slightly just on the edge of hearing. You can still hear the sounds of. It's moved from kind of like competition to more active play, like the sounds of like. Laughter from Rusty and Ingrid in the far distance as well.
I think hearing that, Lorelei would just say, "Sounds like they're having a nice time."
It's nice that Rusty's got somebody to spend time with.
Yeah, it's strange seeing Ingrid, but it's nice. I haven't really got a moment away from her since. Before, but it's not wholly a bad thing. And I think she would like take off the bag of holding and just like set it down. And obviously they didn't eat that long ago, but it's just like a small, just a bit of like snacks more than anything.
It could be like 11. So if you say you got up early, and this is a very early breakfast, like 8 o'clock breakfast. It's not lunchtime yet. I imagine like 11 says like mid-morning snack. Yeah.
Something like that, but she also pulls out the other bottle of honeyed wine that she bought.
Laffy's just like got a shit-eating grin.
As well as 2 sort of like glasses. I just thought it could be nice to take a moment.
Mm-hmm. She
Been
like takes one of the
stressful and-
glasses.
Lorelai sort of uncorks it and pulls it. It's just nice to be here.
How do you
with
feel being back?
Feel good. It's a shame that everything had to happen beforehand with Kilpatrick and that, but not too bad. It's nice being here though. It's taken my mind off things.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Really nice.
Yeah. I think my. Never mind. Yeah, they are. It's nice. I had a nice chat yesterday with Mum. Yeah. How are you finding it?
I was worried that I overstepped making so much breakfast. But they seem
No,
to
I
be
don't.
okay with it.
Well, if anything, it's just things they don't have to do themselves.
Yeah.
But the breakfast was amazing as always.
Mhm. Thank you.
I think she clings the glass and takes a drink.
She like takes a drink and then as she's like holding the glass up, she like looks at her hand and she's like, "Oh, I still have this," and then gives you back the like wolf ring that she got for you
Oh,
because she still got that from the fight.
yeah. I almost yes. Sorry, mine's elsewhere. Sort of takes the ring and puts it on. Like holds it out so you can put it on her finger again.
Yeah.
Like before. Well, actually, maybe not. Not right now, at least. She like stops you from putting it on and like puts it into the bag of holding so it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time she puts the ring in, she pulls out some towels. As well as like a bathing suit that's clearly hers and another one that's maybe slightly too big. But it's the only one that she had.
Yeah.
Don't know if you want to, but it's very warm.
Obviously. She's like immediately on her feet and like grabbing this like swimming costume.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's go.
So Lorelai would sort of just remove the outfit. Actually, before she does, like, what do you think of the outfit, by the way?
It's really nice. I've never seen you in anything that isn't like, you know, traveling gear. Apart from like pajamas. But it's really nice.
It's just something that I found slightly small, but it's fine. But she would remove the clothes, put on the bathing suit, and just sort of slowly begin to walk into the water and like hold out a hand if Laffy wants, like, you know, if they're not like drag, like, you know, pull
Laffy's
Laffy in.
not that graceful. She is gonna she's gonna like cannonball into that water.
It's not. It's chat. Okay.
Doesn't matter. It's fine.
As you dive in, you start wading. Well, it's not like super deep. It's like maybe, you know, like thigh deep. This water. It's not strong. It's very pleasant, warm water that's rushing through.
It's probably a bit that's like slightly deep, like deep enough like Laffy to swim, but maybe Wolf to like stand.
Yeah,
like,
you can head a little bit further away to the actual, like, there's a river to the south. Laffy, you would know. You would have. Well, actually, no, Laffy, you wouldn't know. It's relatively new to you. You hadn't been here before when it was there. But Wolf, you would know as the Moon. It's called the Moon River. It's quite fast running, quite wide, at least wider than a mile. And you kind of head towards it. The brook you're in kind of feeds it, or feeds part of it. As you are, you know, kind of like splish splashing away, you know, having that heavy petting moment, perhaps. To the north, you hear a sudden and very, very piercing shriek, like a very, very high pitched shriek. And like I imagine, like birds, your head's like whipped round, and that's immediately followed by the sound of Rusty laughing his ass off. And then,
You know, if
like,
I had to make an educated guess, I think Ingrid might have fallen over.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that.
you then hear what sounds like Rusty screaming, and then a splash, and then what sounds like a young girl laughing.
I think they both fell over or both jumped in the water.
So can you roll in? I will tell you. I will make you roll for it. He pushed her in, and then she grabbed him and pulled him in. But yeah, so do you wish to fade to black on that? Is there anything else you'd like to cover off there?
I think the only thing is, while they were sort of, when it's like deep enough to like not swim, but like be mostly
Paddle.
submerged.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think Wolf would just like take Laffy into like an embrace, and just like whisper, "I know it's been a loss, but it's just nice to be here with everyone, but it's just nice to enjoy a quiet moment with you."
Oh my god, she's so cute. Yeah, I think Laffy wouldn't say anything. I think she'd just like put her head on Wolf's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can fade to
No, you
black.
can.
Okay, cool. Sorry. So I was laughing because two things happened. I choked on my throat sweet, and Helen sent me a meme that I will post in general that nearly made me burst out laughing. But okay, so we fade
I
to
like
black.
to imagine that there's like, hey, I can't find Laugh Your Wolf anywhere. Want to bet 5 copper that one of them had like a mental break.
Well, which one's the fool? Who's going to end up crying today?
Why do I imagine like Lou walking along the bridge above them and just like shouting off the bridge, "Ha, gay!"
Yeah. After a few moments, so the rest of you, this is specifically the guys who were helping on the farm. Hint, hint. You come back and like you sit, like the table is laid ready for lunch. You know, everyone, like people gathering around, looking forward to another Laffy special. Some time passes, and they realise that the Laffy special may not be happening for lunch. So they break out.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, well, yeah, they break out they break out some other foods and stuff. They kind of wonder where they've got off to, but you know they're not questioning it too much. You see, so this is the rest of after a short while, a very annoyed looking Ingrid and Rusty come squelching up the hill, like drenched. Like Rusty's new clothes are soaked. She is like bedraggled looking as she storms into the house, like yeah, like Squidward walking.
Hey, Aeon, do you have a ruby or something to like dry them off?
I do have prestidigitation.
She is full on teenager stropped inside.
I do not have precipitation, so go
I
right
have.
ahead.
I'm
Rusty,
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna dry her off using.
Oh no! So she's gone. You can. Rusty is standing around. She had a face like fucking thunder. Like Rusty allows himself to be dried off. He goes, "It was only a joke. I didn't think she'd get so upset when I pushed her in the river. It wasn't even that strong a river."
Was the river salt water or, drinkable?
I don't think it was drinkable because horses like use it and stuff. But I didn't taste salty. He kind of like he's dry now. He can't lick his arm to check. I didn't think it was salty. I'm only messing about. I hope she's okay. But yeah, so the food comes out, and without Wolf and Laffy there, it's a little bit awkward. As like these like flatbreads are brought out, like flatbreads and hummus kind of deal is brought out for lunch with there's some of the fruits that Azalea's brought out are laid out in front of you pomegranates and stuff like are brought out for people to like snack on at lunch, and the mum and dad are like waxing lyrical about how happy they are with the job you've done today, and they're saying, "Oh, it's wonderful! You've done such a great job. Is there anything anything we can do for you whilst you're all here?" Anyone?
Sorry, you cut for me. What was the question?
Is there anything we can do for you?
I'll be so quick. Would you mind if I use your pestle and mortar?
Of course not. No. And she, Maria goes inside, grabs a pestle. It's quite a heavily seasoned one. It's clearly used very regularly.
Okay. I guess my weed's gonna smell like food, but I do a bit of grinding.
I mean,
for the road.
Is the food gonna be like infused with weed now whenever they eat?
That's nice them.
There is a child and animals.
Yeah, but it's only slightly infused.
Yeah, very slightly.
Even then, if you do a deep clean on the mortar and pestle, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So you're because it kind of infuses with the stone. Not that.
I can use prestidigitation as well to clean
Why
it.
would you? It's like cast iron. You don't.
Well,
want
yeah, I
to
wouldn't.
But
Can
so
I? Wait,
you
James. Can I make it stronger?
No, because it specifies harmless.
Aww.
You can make it taste stronger, but it won't be stronger. So yes, you are handed a pestle and mortar. What is it you're doing with it?
I am grinding up a enormous batch of weed ready for the road because I sense that things are going to get stressful.
Okay. So, guys, it's like you don't trust me at all. So are you doing this like subtly, or are you just breaking it out in front of them?
No,
okay.
There's any this isn't illicit in any way.
Okay. So I've not seen that herb before. What is it?
It's one that's like really good for calming you down and de-stressing.
Like a chamomile tea.
Like a chamomile tea, but a lot stronger and faster acting.
Excellent. Oh wow.
Would you like some?
I'd love chamomile tea. Sure, yeah. Is it?
I mean this. You can smoke it. You can put it in food.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never smoked before. I mean, I'll try it. I always wanted to try something new.
I mean, if you don't mind, Azalea, I'd
No,
try it.
I thought I was gonna have to kneecap A on this session. Maybe I was wrong.
Hey,
Look,
your parents are willing, consenting adults.
I am not offering her the black tar heroin. This is a step up.
They watch what you're doing with polite interest. As you.
Well, the line is if Ingrid is given any.
Well, she's getting changed. She's soaking wet and getting changed.
She's not here for this conversation. She might just have some without moaning.
So yeah, you can you roll me a blunt check?
A blunt check? Oh right, okay. I was like really confused there. Ooh,
I will let you pick the skill. I will let you pick the skill as long as you can sell it to me. And I will also let you pick what you're aiming for. Are you aiming for a mellow high? So like a controlled first dose? So that is
100%. 100%.
Okay. So
yeah,
I will say that if you roll low, it will be well over egged.
Okay, lovely.
Her parents will be sat there all afternoon, not able to move.
I think I'm gonna go medicine on this.
Okay,
I think this is something that can absolutely. It is medical, Azalea.
Yeah, you're looking at the body types. You're trying to weigh up the dosage.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are this weight. You need this much less, this much more. Yeah.
I imagine saying that to your friend's mum you met that morning. You're this way, so. Oh, Jesus. Yes, a 12. Oh, okay. You do an okay job. You're a little concerned that you've maybe because these are two different races of people. You've got a Kalashtar and you've got an elf, and you're it's kind of like finger in the air.
And Shifter, because I also.
And Shifter, yeah, and so three very different body types, three very different metabolisms. You've made one blunt, and it's like by averages this should be fine. By average. Do you spark it up, or are you going to pass it to them to spark up?
I think I'm I'm the group lead here on this one.
Yeah,
so.
you're the trip advisor. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Trips her. So yeah, you spark it up, and yeah, you puff pass. Yeah, that's the etiquette. So let's go. It's going to go to Aeon first. So first of all, Aeon, has Aeon ever smoked drugs before?
Maybe not drugs. He may have had nicotine before.
Nicotine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So regular, like tobacco. He may have just had like regular smoking tobacco, like pipe tobacco and that, but maybe not actual drugs.
Okay. Can you make me a con save, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have that light-headed feeling that I hear people get when they smoke weed for the first time, and you take a deep breath, and you feel that relaxation in your shoulders, and suddenly that flatbread and hummus is starting to look really good. But I tell you, man, do you know what would really be good would be some of that honey wine right now.
I think I missed something.
Well, you gave me the mumps of that honey one. Yeah, so you passed it on to. I was going for Maria first. I'm gonna just roll. I don't have a count sheet for this woman. So let's see if she rolls like low. Oh, 17. Damn it! She doesn't choke.
Why are you?
I don't. It'd just be funnier, wouldn't it? It would just
I
got obliterated.
I would like to see one of them whitey. That'll be hilarious.
One of them's been violently sick in the corner. I think that might be Rusty.
Don't you fucking dare!
He's there, man. He's like, can
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm a grown-up kid now. So yeah, she takes she sees how Azalea and Aeon have kind of approached this measured, calm, not deep breaths, not overwhelming herself. And she kind of exhales and kind of again, I hear that some people, when they exhale, it kind of looks like they deflate as all their muscles relax in their face. And sometimes it makes some people look really cross, but I've heard that for some people, it kind of they squint their eyes a little bit and just grin, just completely gormlessly. And so she's just
that's
kind
what I do. Did
apparently, yeah, allegedly on this released podcast. And so you see her kind of really, yes, this is wonderfully relaxing. And she passes it on to Noah, who 11. It hits him a bit harder. He does cough a little bit. These fucking pussy ass elves can't handle their weed.
Excuse you.
Well, you're not here. You can't prove him wrong. He coughs a little bit.
I don't like this slander against Sappy at the moment. It's not. It's not on. Okay.
He starts coughing, and passes it on. He goes to hand it to Rusty, then reconsiders, and it's now in circulation. Whoever wants to join in can.
I think Rusty should get a little high.
Oh, stop
I'm gonna leave.
I was just saying, you could just make biscuits and just not tell them.
I'm going to leave.
Rusty is not a child. Rusty is a full adult.
Well, we don't know how old he is.
He's not an adult.
You have
He definitely is an adult. Otherwise,
He has the mentality, and
if he isn't an adult, then we are doing some very bad things by making him fight with swords.
That's a good point. But no, he doesn't want any. He doesn't he goes no, I don't like the look of the smoke.
you know what? Lou is going to take a whiff.
I am still defending the point that he's not even being treated as a human.
I do agree.
Well, he's not.
So, just a quick one though. For Lou and Kudo, are they joining in?
Lou's taking one.
I'm gonna join.
Okay.
So just
con save from you, pair, then, please.
Con save? Did you say?
Con save, yes, please. Con saves.
Oh lord.
Oh lordy. Okay, no. Yeah, so the three of you, as in can I also get one from Azalea, sorry. But I'm gonna say, Azalea, you can roll your con save with advantage.
Thank you. I was gonna ask.
Yeah. You're a pro.
You have smoked so much, you have smoked your weight in joints.
There you get 21. Yeah, it'd be for you, it's exactly what you want. It's nice, mellow, it's a nice mellow high. For Lou, Kudo, and Noah. No, you're outside. So for Lou, Kudo, and Noah, the three of you kind of start getting the giggles a little bit as things start to happen, and it's in circulation as it's passing right back and around. You're eating the food, you're drinking, you're having cups of water and fruit juice and whatever, and seemingly out of nowhere, Maria leans forward and goes, "So, you're a group of adventurers. Who do you think will live the longest out of all of you, and who will die the soonest?"
Well, Luffy is an elf,
question.
so she's going to, live like longer. But we're adventurers, so maybe not. And as Lewis speaking, she's like sinking into her chair, like she's clearly out of it.
I'm gonna just summon my echo when being high into one of the open chairs. I presume there are. I'm just gonna radically start switching places just to confuse everybody. When they are talking to me, just having them look the kind of way when you have a tennis match, so left, right, left, right.
Noah leans forward well, yeah, some of you are magic, right? Who would you think you'd be able to give the best magical makeover for? And what would you do?
A mustache.
A mustache to who? Who would you give a mustache to, Lou?
Yes.
Are you actually high?
It's called roleplaying.
It's called roleplaying. Think about it. Yeah. So he's looking around and he's looking at his wife, who is in his eyes, immaculate, and he wouldn't change a thing. And he looks around and goes, "Yeah, I always imagined maybe I'd have really long flowing hair, or like a big tattoo or something. But what would you do? Well, who would you change? If you could change how anyone looked, what would you do?"
I can't change how people look, but I can pick someone bigger or small.
No, I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. You see a Maria suddenly looks excited but doesn't say anything.
Oh Jesus!
I want to change Rusty's scales with the blue of his eyes and make his eyes like the rust color of his scales, inverted.
I'd be blue skinned, blue skin.
Yes. So you could go swim and nobody could see you.
That would be really cool. Do you think someone could do that for me?
Maybe. We can buy blue paint and some really big contact lenses. Do you know how to swim?
Yes, I know. I think I know how to. Yes, I know how to swim because I've just crawled out of the lake. Yes. Yeah.
I see.
What time of day is it right now?
It's lunchtime. You pair are having. This is maybe half an hour after the scream of Rusty and I think he's fallen in the lake.
I was just checking what time it was because
it's very early for the people to be this high.
I do have a question for Azalea.
Yes.
So, I always wanted to ask, how does it feel to do magic? Can you explain the first spell you ever did?
Honestly, Azalea's face goes a bit paler at that. The first spell I ever cast was an accident. I meant to cast something completely different. I meant to make a seed bloom, and I actually killed it and rotted it away.
That sounds boring. How about you, Aaron?
Well, I was just my mum was a magical jewel crafter, and she showed me her jewel crafty ways, and I could infuse it with magic. And I'm also a shifter, so I can also transform into a dogman. So
A dog. Oh, wait. And so Noah leans forward. Like, wait. So the trash panda turns into forks. You can turn into dogs. Can anyone else?
No. Only like half. So I'll do a shift. And I'll just.
Just imagine, like it's like you suddenly licked a battery and all your hair just sticks out on end.
Yeah, pretty much. The hair gets slightly longer, my canines get more pronounced. Ears get a little bit more pointy. It's just like,
Oh wow,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't have any dog treats, but I have this bowl I stole from the dog
treat.
here.
That's just offensive.
Yeah.
But you're half dog.
Okay, so Maria's going to lean forward and kind of like pat Azalea on the arm and be like, "My dear, so you said that you were trying to make a seed, but like a druid. Is that like a druid thing?"
Yeah, my family were druids.
We have some druids nearby, like nearby, kind of to the south a little bit. They're very secluded, very secret. And they don't,
because they smoke stuff like this and they don't want anyone knowing.
They don't want us stealing it. No, I get it now. But they maybe, I don't know, if you had trouble with it, maybe talk to them. Isn't that nice blonde girl? Isn't she magic as well?
Yeah, she. Why are we still whispering?
I don't know. Sorry.
She does like nature magic. I think she's a druid too, probably.
Oh, have you tried asking her about it? Maybe you would just said the words wrong. I'm not a magical person. I don't know how it works.
I don't know why I'm whispering again.
No, I don't know why I'm whispering either. We're so close. Guys, you can join in on this conversation. It's fine. Sorry. I don't know why I'm doing it again.
It feels like we're saying something that we shouldn't be talking about, so I'm fine with it.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
My parents tried to make me good at magic, but it didn't happen, so I don't know if it had happened now.
Oh, are you bad at magic then? How do you be bad at? Or is it you do the wrong magic?
Not bad at.
I feel like I'm shouting. Am I shouting?
Your voice is kind of loud.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm maybe going the toilet, but I'm not. No, this is weird. This is great. So are you bad at? Are you good at bad magic or bad at good magic? Or is there even a bad or good magic?
Good at bad magic. I think
Good.
there's a bad magic. People get angry, so it must be bad.
Oh, you shouldn't let them get. You shouldn't listen to them if they get angry, dear. If this is the kind of magic you do, this is wonderful.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This
Really
is
I
good.
don't
magic
like magic.
thinking.
It's weird and it doesn't make sense. Like you just habla and there's fire from somewhere.
Habala,
Why?
habala. Habala,
Who?
habala, habala,
Wise
habala.
words spoken by a wise
Habala, bala,
woman.
habala,
Who-
and like you can
who-
just see the dad just go habala, bala in the background for like 10 seconds.
There's like slowly moving.
Azalea casts like prestidigitation to make it look like they've cast sparks out of their mouth when they do it.
Habala, bala, bala, bala.
More sparks.
Whoa, this is different. Well, just so we can like, Mr. Strive,
Strive, yeah.
Strive. Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Okay. What? You joined the group most recently. What were some of the assumptions you made about your new friends when you first met them? I'm not shouting you. I'm not dribbling you. No.
At the time, I thought maybe these guys could be helpful. I knew they were.
Bold assumption.
Well, that I knew they were some adventurers. I knew they were very skilled at what they do, and I needed some help to hunt down someone. He got away, but we did manage to save a whole load of people. So,
Well, that's every cloud.
yeah, and well, overall, I think I pulled my weight. They definitely pulled their weight. They're amazing. So, I'm just happy to be along for the ride and see where things go.
And now
And what-
he's even happier.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you first came, were you like, I'm a part dog? What's the proper? We don't. I've never met a part dog person.
I'm a shifter.
Shifter.
Yeah. Essentially, somewhere down the lineage. I don't know which way round it was.
They just joined a dog in the family tree.
No. It was more like someone down in the family tree was a werewolf.
Oh,
yeah,
I killed those before.
Yeah, Wolf mentioned that there were werewolves. What was that like?
She kills her own daughter, Wolf.
Oh, sorry,
Well-
Lorelai. Lollipop said that she fought.
Oh, not everyone hears that. Oh no.
Yeah, she fought werewolves, and she said that there was another one of the party with you, a big strong girl, a big strong elf girl.
Yeah. So when we fought the wolf thing, it was really scary because you can like stab them with a normal dagger, but it won't do anything. But then if you stab them with a magical, then they will get hurt.
Oh.
But we were poor, and we still are, so we didn't have a lot of magic. So, it was kind of scary.
Oh, well, I suppose she's going to turn to Kudo. She's going to, well, if you got your magical shadow thing, but I suppose it's all about lessons learned, isn't it? What's the worst mistake you've made, kind of, on your adventure? And she's like struggling to see you from across the table, as the split
looking like a mirage.
Yeah, she's like.
Is this asked towards Kudo or everyone?
This is towards Kudo, specifically Kudo.
That's a good question. Let me think about it.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well. Okay.
By the way, I'm still switching places.
Okay. Please stop that. It's very confusing. I hate it. So much. But well. No, it doesn't make me angry. And he's going to turn to. Azalea, and he's going to be like, so. Which of these lot you've been traveling with them since Lorelai said you met you all in the place? Who's made you the angriest? If you ever had a big fight?
I haven't got angry, and I got upset, but I haven't been angry.
Well, that's good. What about you, Mr. Strife? Steve?
I don't know what.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Has anyone made me angry? I mean, I've only really known everyone here for about 2 days.
That's true. You mentioned yes.
Yeah, they all seem on the up and up. Seem very, very cool.
Very cool. Oh, and so what is it you are going to do, all of you, next? What's the plan? Wolf? Sorry, Lorelai mentioned. Jesus Christ. Lorelai mentioned that she was going to speak and then maybe go back to the city. But you'd be here for a few days. It's wonderful to have you here as long as you want. You can use this as like a little base of operations. But what's the plan? What's next for you all?
Well, Wolf recently had some, in mind speaking. So
What?
I want to find a way to help, I don't want her to know that I care because she gets so weird about it.
How do you mean?
Oh, and they're like, notices the other party member, like, not happening.
This is the incoherent. But so this would be one. Yes, she mentioned. She won't tell me really what happened. She just said it was taken from her. It sounded horrible, but with a bit of rest and recuperation, perhaps it'll all come out in the wash. And by this point, I will say, Wolf and Laffy, it's up to you whether or not you would like to join in. I will say that perhaps with Laffy's passive perception, there's a very strange smell coming down the hill.
No, don't worry about it. Laffy's had like half of that bottle of wine to herself. She's currently on Wolf's shoulder, on her back. getting like a piggyback.
Oh,
back to the
right,
house.
okay.
Yeah.
Pick up it.
That sentence did not end the way I thought it was going there.
No,
Um,
Laffy is not. Yeah, she's
You see you coming up the hill, and they're like. So when drunk people see drunk people, they're like, "Way,
Way.
apparently, and you know, so I've heard.
Oh,
where,
very
where,
different
high
story
people
when high people
completely
see
different.
drunk people. Very
Yeah.
different story.
Yeah, it's just like the sharks and the jets.
Yeah.
And so there's this like moment, and she's like, she sees Laffy and Lorelai coming up the hill, and she tries to like smarten herself up, but her eyes are like fucking piss holes in the snow. Like she's just got this huge grin on her face, and there's just this like bog over the table, and at this like just this like cloud over the table, and like 3 or 4 like spent spliffs, no food, no drink, and like the dad is like desperately trying to find a way to play some music, and he just can't. Like so, he picks up, he starts Wonderwalling it in the background.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but like, it's quite soft, you know, it's fine. And like you hiking up the hill. So there's 2 sober people.
Well,
there is Rusty, and there is Ingrid.
Oh, I would
There's 2
say-
sober children.
Lorelai isn't that drunk. She's just kind of giggly drunk.
Yeah, she can't drive. She definitely can't drive.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can't drive, but she's not going to fall over.
Okay, can I have some
Lucky
insight
is.
checks from everybody, please?
All
To
of
see
them,
if we.
or-
So for those that are trying to like see if they can see how drunk Lorelai and Laffy are, and Laffy and the wolf to see how high everyone else is.
11.
You
I
do not
thought
know.
20.
19.
18.
What did as wolf rolled?
I got a 14.
Okay, I will say you can definitely tell something's up.
You can smell it. Her past perception
Yeah, you
is
can
60.
smell.
You can
Yeah,
smell
yeah,
it.
it's just like smell it. So there's this
I think
awkward moment.
immediately gonna walk up the hill. She's gonna like look at Laugh, be like, "Do you want to get down? I don't mind."
Laffy's like, mm-mm.
she clips the heels faster. Gush, mush.
No, she's like
Slap.
a koala bear. She's just like clung to Wolf. And she's like, every now and then you hear it.
It's like, but for context, it's like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
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 Can't
so I
see
think
shit.
what
You guys are all high.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Actually, I'm sitting right now, so I'm actually pretty low.
I think what would happen is Wolf would sort of like move slightly to position Laffy where she's not like koala, like not on her back, but like holds out almost like a koala
Yeah.
in front. You know, just so she can actually like her back's not breaking.
I'm just
'cause she's not
realising as
very
well,
strong.
Wolf's dad doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like Ingrid
What?
and Wolf's mum know, but Wolf's dad doesn't
They
know
will
that
have
Laffy
talked
and
about
Wolf...
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they would have
Then
been all
she-
they talked about alone, kind of thing. Like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
can't believe it. Has she got Riz, or is this woman like lost the bet, kind of
Has
thing?
she got rid?
Oh no!
Wow.
Um,
For me,
um,
James.
So,
Uh,
Can I use magical tinkering?
I'm
On
sure
like
you can.
yeah, well it's imbue a tiny non-magical object. Can I just like grab like a glass or a plate or something and place a like a gemstone on it and just sort of like imbue it with magical to make a non-verbal sound, so it just makes like ambient noise, like
Lo-fi.
chime. Yeah, like lo-fi. essentially.
Yeah.
Just
you,
chill it out,
you
like.
start a lo-fi tune playing in the background, and like he's like, oh yeah, I remember we saw these guys in. No, wait, and he's like, yeah, shh, everyone, shh. Oh, like, sorry. And so he's like having a little moment listening to this effectively white noise machine. The Ingrid comes downstairs and like is like the kung fu film crash zoom onto her eyes as she's staring fire at Rusty. And like the pair of them are like completely silent across the table, like.
They're having
like,
a Western standoff.
yeah, Western stance, yeah. And everyone else is, having a rare old time. So the
Wait, I want to do something.
go for it.
Can I lean over to Azalea and try to whisper, but from an objective standpoint, just basically louder than normal talk to her that what I've done with the seeds she gave me. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, the field, like, her family will have a great old time in like 2 months or so when the weeds have
In
grown.
a really warm spot.
Well, I've placed it amongst the other weeds they are growing to make hay. So I think they should grow fine.
They might accidentally harvest it with the hay and then get the horses high.
Yeah, but that's fine though.
That's gonna be
Can
a
horses
great
get
farm.
high? I guess.
Yeah, well, no, because they would
I
have
know
eaten
horses
it in the
can
world
get
anyway.
drunk.
Yeah. This is my great theory, right? This is why everyone in the world at the minute is so depressed. Is because we pasteurize all of our food. Previously, animals would have eaten like hemp and marijuana and stuff, and we would have consumed it via milk, eggs, and flesh. And we don't do that anymore. And that's why I think everyone is so depressed, because we don't consume the normal amount of stuff. I have nothing to back that up with. It's just that, and mushrooms as well. I firmly believe that's the case. But anyway, so Noah, he goes off on one about his theory about how it'd be great if everyone ate high horses all the time.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Ingrid was pushed into the river.
Yes.
Is her hair still wet?
She has it up in like I don't know what you call it when you wrap it in a towel, probably a towel wrap. But yes.
So, I'm assuming that Wolf still has the bag of holding, so Laffy's gonna like reach into the bag of holding, and I think you can find things pretty easily, right?
You need to know what you
like
so
think
right.
it.
You
have to
know what you're going in there for.
Hairbrush.
You have to like.
What? Do you have one in there?
We just said that Wolf
Wolf
has a
have one in
fine
her-
comb.
In
That
her
was a
bag.
in her bag. Yeah.
It wasn't. I don't think it was a joke, but like she'd have it in her like actual bag.
She
but,
have
like,
her
she's
actual
definitely-
bag with her.
Not on her currently, but it's somewhere. It's in the
I mean,
building.
you're near the
Laffy's
house.
gonna
If you
go
want to get a
find a
brush, you can go
brush.
brush.
Yeah, Laffy's gonna go find a brush, and then she's gonna like walk up to Ingrid and just like hold it and be like, "Can I?" Like points to her head.
Okay, right. I need to understand what you're offering to do. This is James here asking. Are you offering to gently brush her hair as a conciliatory gesture, or are
Yeah.
you saying, "Girl, you look like you've just fallen into a
No,
river"?
I'm trying to have a bonding moment.
Okay, yeah, that's
between
fine. I thought so.
Ingrid and Laffy
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they haven't spoken.
Okay. Can you roll a persuasion check, please?
Would she have disadvantage because she's drunk?
I think I
Technically,
should have
yes.
advantage because I'm drunk.
I think I would
Advantage when
say
you're drunk on charisma checks. When you're drunk, you do have advantage. That is the rule.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
That is
was
the
it
rule.
way around?
I thought. Oh, there you go. 19. Yeah.
You have like
So
disadvantage on perception or something. I don't know.
She says she looks at your hair. I mean, your hair's up in a messy bun. How would it have been yesterday when she saw you?
Oh, well, it was like not long after. I mean, the only thing they did after they had after they had the pools thing was the fight in the big place. But then obviously they went back to the inn, and we know canonically that Wolf always brushes Laffy's hair. Just like sits there and brushes it because it's so long. So it would have looked,
Good
how it
yesterday.
usually looks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's gonna say her hair's much shorter, like a lot shorter. I think kind of falls to her shoulder blades, kind of thing. She's gonna turn around and see everyone else is like pissed, weigh it up, and go, well, if you can do it, it's very fine. I can't really do much with it, but if you want to, yeah.
I know exactly what she's gonna do. So she's gonna like put like French plaits in it and like meet
We'll
them
need
at
to
the
make a
back.
check.
That's fine. And she's gonna like put them at the back, and then she's gonna, because she's got like little flowers and stuff from when she went to that woman's shop. She's gonna put little flowers in her plaits. I don't
Okay,
know if she'll like that because I know that she's not.
Let's go. I will allow you to choose the skill you pick if it makes sense. I'm thinking sleight of hand makes sense.
Yeah. Trying to think if anything else would work, because sleight of hand is not good.
Acrobatics
That's the
if you
only
do
one that
backflip.
I was going to argue nature because of the flower aspect, but it's not.
No, I mean you can nature to pick the flowers, but like not to. I can't see that working. I mean, 11 is
Yeah,
like
you just start with
average.
advantage.
You do, yeah, and you got hero points.
It shouldn't be
Good
that hard
advantage.
to comb hair.
Ooh,
Oh,
so
try.
11 is not. So you do an okay job. You would do about as good a job as I do with my daughter's hair. Like I take care in it. And it doesn't always land. Like it doesn't
She
always
is
look great.
drunk.
Yeah, she is drunk,
So
and you know, like the like French plants are hard, man.
yeah.
And so like one of them's bigger than the other. But like I will say this, there is no like active like pain. There's no. There's a little bit of tugging when you like find a knock. This girl lives like a bit like rough on the road. Not rough on the road, but she's like she just really have to take care in her appearance a lot. So like her hair isn't brushed that often, but it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, you do that. She seems to take as she's she's like talking away. Like, are you talking to her while she do it?
I think, yeah, she'd probably just be like asking her about what she doesn't like for fun. You know, if she actually hates Rusty, things like that. Just like chatting with her. Because obviously Ingrid had a lot of questions about adventuring and stuff. So if she had any questions, Laffy has a little bit more know-how than she did like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So she asks what she does for fun. She doesn't really like. She does have hobbies. Like she doesn't have fun in like the normal sense of teenage. She kind of like a lot of her time is spent on the farm. She goes on to tell you as like this conversation is like between the parents and the other group going on a little bit. She goes on to tell you about how she has taken it upon herself to look after the farm in the sense of if there is something that needs doing that falls outside of like the woodsmanship that her dad does, like if there's like an animal that needs scaring off, and she starts telling you this story about how she like has fought off like wild animals and stuff. And she's quite like proud of herself for that. She's really happy that she's been able to like stand up to these creatures. Like you would have remembered that her dad and a group of like friends of his fought off some like an owlbear, I think I said it was, which would have been a big deal at the time. But it's much smaller stuff. So she starts telling about how she's been fighting off like a low-level animals, the occasional small monster, and then she starts talking about this. The reason that she was so, I think we talked about this last time. The reason she's been so cagey about Rusty is there's like a group of kobolds in the area who've been causing trouble, and she starts talking about how she's taken it upon herself to like sort these guys out, and how she's been like trying to stop them like being a real problem. But she's like, there's 4 of them, and like even one-on-one. She doesn't think that she'd be able to like take them out one-on-one at how she's at the minute, because she's like not quite strong enough or that good a fighter. So she's been like practicing with a bow and arrow and stuff, because like Lorelei obviously went off to the city to and she uses ranged weapons, and so she's like, well, following my sister's footsteps, I've picked up a bow and arrow, and now I'm gonna start like trying to fight these kobolds and protect the farm and the village and stuff.
Yeah, I think being obviously very protective over Rusty and hearing the fact that she wants to like shoot kobolds with a bow and arrow.
Not Rusty. It's specifically these 4.
Yeah, no, but because of like the bond that she's got with Rusty, who is a kobold, hearing about, I don't know, it's like that thing of like projection. She's like projecting onto these other kobolds, and she's like, have you tried maybe talking to them rather than
thinking about and stabbing them at the dagger,
shooting them?
So I will say, by the way, this is an open conversation. By the way, that you've not like taken her inside to do this, have you?
No.
You're doing this at the table.
Yeah.
Whilst I will say that the wine and the spliffs are now like just out. They're like out and about. Like if people want to continue getting wrecked, they can. Like no work is being done this afternoon. Okay. The dad is like effectively asleep. Like and but he's fallen asleep with his shoes on, which means he is fair game. And the mum is like. So, like some people apparently get like a wave of energy and like just start jabbering away, and she's just started jabbering away. And the rest of you can act however you feel appropriate. I
was trying to draw a mustache on the dad's face, but like, really strange one with like all the curls.
Oh my god.
Okay, but yeah, so,
Aeon's fully mellowed out and he's just giggling at what Lou's doing.
I will
like,
say that
my
the
God.
mum at first would have been against it, but then would have just like read the room a little bit and perhaps suggested a paintbrush rather than a pen.
Good idea. Let's also do a beard. Let's also do a beard.
Yeah, I think I've always wanted to see him with a great bushy beard.
How about glasses?
Glasses, yes, that'd be hilarious.
Let's do a
maybe
monocle.
write something on his face.
Yeah, and Lou's going to write best elf on
Yeah,
his forehead.
How does Laffy react to that?
She's
Okay, Lorelei.
So I was gonna say,
Any input?
I was gonna say, she's not gonna try and stop anyone. She's not like drunk, but she just can't be bothered more than anything. She's happy and she just
Yeah.
doesn't want to like make it like not a scene. I mean, doesn't want to cause any
He
argument.
doesn't want to.
But I
The
think-
vibe is excellent.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Everyone's having a
I
really good
think-
time. Yeah.
I rolled a 25 on perception earlier. I think she would be looking at Azalea, and if anyone has a high enough passive insight or is actively inciting her, would realize that she's like occasionally trying to speak in someone's head, but forgets she can't. So she just ends up staring at someone for like 10 seconds while she says something in her head, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Oh, Azalea,
Yeah.
get everyone high."
I I didn't get everyone high. I offered out some things to
Yeah,
help. with
you get the
stress.
wolf eyebrow raise. Like-
Wolf,
Not the
You want-
eyebrow raise.
We're
you
all
want a hit on
consenting
this?
adults. Yeah, have some wolf. It'll chill you out.
No, I'm okay. I
I
just
think you should.
why?
There's a lot of like very,
wait.
very tenseness here.
Can I ask? Obviously, James was whispering, "Do it," but is anyone actually doing that? Because Wolf has very easily succumbed to peer pressure.
I
I
mean,
think Laffy would like after
Yeah.
she'd finished plaiting the
I
hair.
am standing in front of you, just holding up a blunt to you.
yeah.
I think after Laffy had finished
Also
plaiting
a
the hair,
lighter.
After Laffy had finished plaiting the hair, she'd like tie the little bands around it and be like, "Ta-da!" and then like walk over to the table, pick up one of the like active spliffs, and just like sit in Wolf's knee and like take a drag of it, and then like hand it to Wolf like it's a
Can
holiday.
you make a Constitution check, please?
Can't
At
you?
disadvantage because you were
Yes.
technically drunk and poisoned.
Oh my god.
So we may have our first whitey.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh,
5 and a 10. I will say
I will,
you try to make
direct
it
him
cool.
with Flash of Genius.
I mean, it's still only a 9.
She's trying to put the blunt into
Oh, wait, no,
Wolf's
yeah,
mouth,
that's
but
true.
it's the nose.
Yeah.
Wait,
I will say before that happens. though,
9.
But before that happens, the conversation was around the kobolds and this. So when I say she's been practicing with a bow and arrow, it's not to like go out and kill them; it's to like drive them off if they start causing too much problems. So
No,
she
yeah.
she starts telling you about how they've been like waylaying travelers. Like small groups of travelers have been attacking them and like trying to like bully them out of their money. They fail a lot of the time because they're not hyper violent. They're like don't really want to kill anyone, but they are like acting up and like acting like Billy Big Bollocks.
Yeah.
She said, "I've tried to talk to them. I've tried, but they won't. They just simply won't listen. And they laugh at me in Draconic, and I can't speak that. And it's embarrassing. And I just want them to stop. It's not nice.
Well, what if we go with you?
As a would you? Well, but wouldn't he be on their side?" And she like points and like fucking gives Rusty the V. Fucking prick. No, she doesn't do that. She points. She like, won't he be on their side then?
Rusty.
Yes, boss. He's stone cold sober, like watching this unfold in front of him, like a slow motion car crash.
She
Yeah,
like,
boss.
le- she, like, leans
follow
down.
adults.
She like crouches down in front of him, like takes one of his little hands, and she's like, "If you saw some people being mean and trying to steal things, would you want to be their friends?"
She looks at Lou. And
Lou's not stolen anything yet.
Lou is at this point like making like crow's feet at the edges of the dad, like making him look older.
No, if they were stealing, that's wrong.
What if
And
they
he
were
kinda, like, nods.
threatening people, like travelers?
Then that's wrong too. Why would they be doing that? That's not a nice thing to do.
And she like turns and looks back at Ingrid like, "I think it's safe to say he'll be on our side."
She's like, what a fucking kiss ass. Ugh.
What a nerd.
what a fucking nerd.
By the way, I would
but
like
yeah.
to say, if anyone wants to make a persuasion check for Wolf to do to hit the blunt,
Do a split.
No, with that con save.
Damn it!
Yeah, so that con save, that stands. Like you, like Laffy, who is like very fair person anyway.
No, I said hero point. I said hero point.
Oh, you okay?
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah, Kudo is
Wolf.
making that blip.
Pull that 20 for the
so
persuasion.
good.
Yeah.
Not tits if you don't do it.
I'm building you the greatest spliff ever.
Wolf.
Yeah, but
Gonna have a
Laffy like
fucking-
sits down. She's like,
It's
"It's
gonna have a
holiday."
flipping 10 bag in it.
10 back in here.
Just takes the one that Laffy had, and I don't even want to say the words. She takes a hit
You
from the
smoke.
cliff.
I dare you.
Yeah.
I double dare you. Say
Everyone
it.
cheers! Yay!
Yeah.
Like, we
I think it's
I wouldn't count her as drunk, so I don't think she would have disadvantage. That's up to you.
I will say, okay. You did say you weren't as drunk as Laffy, though. I will give you this, yeah.
She's giggly. She's not drunk.
20.
Aw.
Okay, so, yeah, we've not had anyone. The only person who's fallen asleep is the dad. As I described for your mother, there was this the sensation of, like, I do this when I try to go to sleep. I consciously relax all my muscles, so to help me get to sleep, I kind of like do it in phases. Otherwise, I can't sleep, or I wake up and like fucking stiff as a board. And so that feeling of like weight off your shoulders, as the fantasy weed takes effect, and you start to relax and start seeing the very, very funny handlebar mustache. And like bright red lipstick that's been put onto.
I think
you're dead.
Lorelai just gets very cuddly. I don't see Laffy sitting on her knee, so she just like holds Laffy and is just like resting her head on Laffy's shoulder, and is just like quietly giggling to herself while it's all going on.
But yeah. So this continues on for a few hours. I know we said that like Azalea has. I don't want to say effectively bottomless weed, but there's I know humans can't overdose on it, but there is like an upper limit of how much people can realistically smoke in an
before they
afternoon.
white.
Yeah, before they just completely collapse.
Can we say like every time she's gone to shops to like get herbs and things, she's been re-upping like every single time.
It's like, she said, I'd
got,
like
like, a
some
little-
lavender and anything else you've got.
But if you had like a little potted plant version of it, Laffy could just keep casting druidcraft on it.
Yeah.
Well, I do have seeds.
So there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Like you never
Also-
need
It's
to buy
Mary
plants.
Jane.
Just
I
get
would-
Laffy to do it.
I will just say this as well. You've got an artificer. You could make it a sentient plant.
Oh
I'd
no!
I'd feel bad taking the leaves off because it'd scream.
No, because the leaves are. It's the bud, isn't it? That they want to release anyway.
You just want to.
I can make sentient plants. How do I make sentient plants?
It's
A weed plant.
it's one of the infusions is the is it the magical item one you can I'll have to I had an artificer who made a sentient plant called Redwood, who literally just sat in the guild hall doing nothing, but was very funny for the 6 weeks it took us to make it. But yeah,
As a request, if we do that, can you please make it talk like Snoop Dogg?
no,
yeah.
because I'm the whitest person you will ever meet.
Okay, can you make
I
white
need to hear
Snoop
the
Dogg?
impression.
No, I will not do it. You cannot make me.
I'm kidding.
Wait, hold on. Actually, James, if I roll a persuasion check and I roll natural 20,
I don't care.
I'm rolling anyways.
No! I will say, so the conversation, as will happen with people who are inebriated, circles the drain for 3 hours, but people are loving it. As the evening goes on, I will ask you all to make one. Apart from Laffy, I need everyone to make one final Constitution check, please.
Why apart from
Oh, absolutely.
So we'll find out in a moment.
Constitution check or save?
With a save. Sorry, save.
I will use my advantage.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh lord.
Oh, wow.
Good thing
Okay.
about the end of the session.
So,
Jeez.
yeah, bear with me one moment.
Jeez.
So this isn't for getting high. This is against sunburn.
Oh.
You guys have been out,
Oh,
sitting out in the field
Well, do you know what?
in the height of summer.
She is very pale and redheaded. So
wait, I still have my hoodie
No,
up.
that's for the parents. I'm not going to roll damage.
Wait.
You guys are just going to be sunburned.
Wait,
Why did
James,
Laffy not
how
have to
can I
roll?
get a sunburn?
He's got fur.
I mean, well, that's a good point, actually. Fur, yeah, I forgot about fur. Hang on.
I still have my hoodie up. Does that mean like my nose and under that is sunburned?
Yes.
Okay.
Albino raccoons face additional challenges in the wild because
Not
they lack
albino.
pigmentation. I know. I just had to Google, can raccoons get sunburn? I fucking love the shit that I have to Google when I'm DMing. It's a random, like, what does alpaca milk taste like? Can raccoons get sunburn? One time, I legitimately had to Google, can raccoons ice skate? That's fucking nuts. But yeah, so you all are glowing pink, apart from Kudo, who has fur, and Laffy, who doesn't get sunburn. From the as the night rolls in, you all stand up to like go inside to like get some more food. All of a sudden, your skin feels very, very warm and very, very tight. But we will leave it there, and we will pick up next time with something a little bit different than standing around getting high in a farm.